What is up, everybody? It is your boy Lou Martinez, aka Big Chief Burrito, here live on a Tuesday with Fireside Chats with Big Chief Burrito. New setup. Got the dogs in the background, Baxter and Shy Girl. Say what's up, Baxter and Shy Girl. See us then. New desk courtesy of the homie Ty, who hooked it up. And today we're going to be talking about a bunch of different things with a longtime 2 a.m. burrito collaborator, Jason Garcia. He's a cosplay artist. He's got a talented actor. He runs karaoke and trivia contests at a lot of downtown bars like Werewolf and Tin Roof, and he's a longtime friend. So wanted to bring him on today. We haven't talked in a while, so we're gonna have a little fun today. We're gonna be doing some trivia a little bit later, specifically office and horror trivia. I'm going to be challenging a couple of so-called experts. So let's bring on the homie Jason G.
What it is, man. That intro is fucking fire, figuratively and literally, man. I love it.
Fireside Chat. Shout out Paul Jarrett, filmforfood.tv, filmforfood.com for that dope-ass graphics package that he set up. Shout out Kurt, Enslaved by Vegetables, the homie who did the intro music for the whole music. And how you doing today, Jason?
I'm warm at the moment. I'm going to take this off.
No, you know what? I was we had the little countdown music, and we were both like,
were you jamming too?
Yeah, we were both vibing right there. I was like, I don't have enough time to pick up my phone because I wanted to record it because we were right here. Yeah. But let's get anybody that comments, ask a question. Jason, we got somebody coming in saying hi. Hey, what's up, Matt? Thanks for showing up. What up, brother?
Hey, he's been waiting all day, man. Thanks for coming.
And let's get some of this. Wait, give me a second. Where's my banners? Let's get some of this stuff out of the way, guys. If you are new to the program, we go live on Facebook, and you can follow us on Facebook and get notified at facebook.com/2mburrito. If you follow any gamers just chatting, I don't do just chatting. That's the PG-13 fans only. But you can watch us on Twitch at twitch.tv/2mburrito. If you want to watch any of the replays or any of our old movies, like the ones that Jason is in, watch us on YouTube at youtube.com/2mburrito. Make sure you leave a like on the stream. Share it if you have some fun. And if you like the audio-only version, for the people that like to watch, that listen on the go, bigchiefburrito.podbean.com, where you can watch. So we're all over the interwebs. But Jason, man, let's jump right into it. You are somebody that has been working sort of exclusively in the bar, karaoke, trivia, entertainment, event industry for the last couple of years. I know that, like every few months or something, when I need to get my karaoke fixed, we'd come down to see you, figure out where you were that time. How has the last few months been for you, man?
Well,
we can only laugh maniacally.
Limited, to be frank. It's been limited. As you know, the state of California shut down, as well as several other states. But we've been doing really good, and things started to open back up. We can't necessarily do live entertainment, kind of like how, because Tin Roof is a live music joint, so the bands aren't necessarily getting booked right now. But I guess karaoke and trivia fall under a different category. So because of that, they decided to go ahead and keep my normal schedule on Sundays, and they added me on Thursdays for trivia over at Tin Roof, which I'm absolutely grateful for. It's a wonderful team, and they've been helpful during this interesting time that we have. Hours are limited. We wrap things up at 10 p.m., which feels like Utah in a sense. Wait,
what time's last call? Like 9:30?
No, it's at 10.
Okay.
It's last call's at 10, but I have to pull the plug at that time too, just because people are eager to get out there. So people are showing up, like tables are getting taken, which, by the way, are very strategically spread out, 6 feet or more apart. Sections of the bar are closed off. We have a very strict policy of if you're not at your table, you're heading to the facility, or if you're going to go outside, put your mask on when you get there, like do your business, and then you get back to your table, get comfortable again. There's sanitizing stations set throughout the bar tops, the corners of the venue. So we take every precaution, including myself, when it comes to karaoke. There's some sanitizer spray. Mics get switched out in between each songs, and my mics have windscreens, and those get replaced. And it's set up on the mic stand for anybody to grab. And some people are always asking, is like, do I need to wear a mask? I'm like, you don't have to necessarily, but if you feel comfortable with it, that's even better, but I always reassure them. I take every precaution to make sure that they feel and are safe. So
what if I grab the mic and I'm like, I'm like, if I start like, what's your move right there when somebody starts to get too crazy with it?
Are like, well, let me ask you this. Did you interrupt somebody, or is that your song?
Well, it's my song, but I'm
really making out with the microphone, like
that's exactly why I switched things up. I lost you, man. Oh no.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you. I think the condenser took over and everything. But no, that's exactly why I take that approach, because I know people get drunk and they get comfortable and they forget that we're in the middle of all this. Yeah.
No, I mean, I think that number one, when I started seeing that you guys were going to do like the sidewalk karaoke, I was like, ooh, yeah,
Yeah, which was fun, to say the least. That was a lot of fun.
But I guess there's no such thing as too many precautions, and people are going to eventually either feel comfortable to come out and do stuff like that. Have you found that the people that are coming out are pretty good about, all right, I don't want to fuck this up for everybody, I want to stick to the basic rules and things like that?
For the most part, yes. Like for the most part, there's a lot of cooperation and understanding, and it's been really, really healthy and helpful. But of course, there's 2 or 3 shitheads that show up, and it's like, forgive me, I don't know what the language barrier is.
Go nuts.
So, there's a few people that show up because they pre-gamed, because that's still a thing, because what else are you gonna do? Like you can't bar hop like we used to.
No.
But people show up, too drunk, and they get too close to the mic, and sometimes even another one will grab it, and it's kind of like a scary, like cross-contamination sort of thing. But then I find out that they're all of the same party, so I'm just like, okay, nobody's going to get blamed for anything, But I constantly remind them throughout the night, and just like, hey, we're taking these steps, follow these steps. Like I don't want to sound like the uptight substitute teacher of any sorts, but that's kind of where we're at right now. And these kids need to fucking behave, if we're gonna get out of this. It's like I use this analogy when it comes to our pandemic right now. Like the world is one giant 3rd grade class. Everybody else is behaving, but we're Vincent in the corner that just won't shut up, and we won't have pizza on Friday. We need to behave if we're going to get rewarded at the end of this.
If you want the pizza party, if you want the gold star, you gotta behave. You gotta eat your veggies.
Yep.
Wear your mask and what have you. When you I know you're an actor. I know you. From seeing you belt out a couple of tunes, because that's my favorite part of any karaoke night, when you're just like, all right, time to flex on them real quick. And Jason's like, no, I got this. You grab the mic yourself and you start walking around, and everybody's like, oh, this guy's not just a host. He can belt out a couple of tunes. Is that where the love of singing and performing came to you? Were you always a performer as a kid? Or is it something that you sort of grew into your own skin later on? Because obviously that takes a lot of confidence and a lot of ego, right?
The ego thing is, I guess, borderline argumentative. I guess it takes a little bit of ego, but I was always some form of an entertainer, but I didn't discover anything of a voice until I was about 12. And that was at the back of the bus when I was on my way home from school. It was just me and this kid, Maurice. And it was a lot of R&B feels back in the day, and there was so there was some talent shows that I decided to participate in. And once high school came in, I was a choir boy, and then I took this long break after I graduated. And somewhere around 2009 or 10, I started to pick things up again. And then I met two guys over at the, I believe is now closed, Jolt and Joe's in La Mesa. Two twin brothers, Mike and Steve. Shout out to you boys. They gave me a reason to perform again. Like I felt 10 years younger. It was good vibe, and it was all love, and I got addicted to it. So I started going and bar hopping. I eventually met a wonderful girl named Haley over at Escondido. She was a host there, took out a competition, and I actually won the thing, which I was shocked at. I thought I would be amazed if I just got third place. Fast forward, we kept in touch, found out that she was leaving, and her farewell party happened to be at Werewolf American Pub. And at the end of the night, she pulls me off to the side because I subbed in a couple of times. She goes, "Hey, do you want to take over?" I was just like, "Yeah, of course." You know, for apparently forever, yeah. So what started as just a Tuesday night expanded into what it is now, what it is currently on pause of, which is 5 nights a week. They decided to convert it into a karaoke bar. And I feel it was a nice, solid move. And we always have fun there. We always find an excuse to dress up as somebody, which I know we'll talk about a little bit later. And at that point, I started to expand a little bit. So I have a couple associates that were doing some other venues out in the field. I had Tin Roof on lock on Sunday nights, and it was just this thing that started with one night, and now it's becoming a business, and I'm grateful for it.
So you sort of felt it was kind of like a Willy Wonka type situation. The golden ticket from La Mesa brings you to the main factory, and at the end of the tour, they're like, "Hey, Jason, you want it? You want to own all this?"
The whole thing.
Like, I'll tell you. Yeah, wrap it up. I'll take it.
Like, what about Grandpa Joe?
Oh no. So 12 years. What are you singing when you're 12 years old? Is that like Boys to Men? Is that like some Usher, some Genuine? What you belting on the back of the bus?
I do remember having the 100% Genuine album when I was that age. Usher's My Way was a big go-to. Anything on that album I touched. Casey and JoJo was still hot. Actually, that was around the time, and I got made fun of for this. That was around the time where the boy band thing was really fire.
Yeah.
You know, so everybody was popping up, but of course, it only came down to two, Backstreet and NSYNC. You know, so I got made fun of, growing up because I had like my 13, 14-year-old friends that are like, like a bunch of shitheads, just like, you listen to that, just like, but what they didn't realize is that when I'm singing this, guess who's paying attention? The girls at lunch.
Ladies.
Like the girls at lunch were paying attention, so it's just like, that was my game. That was my shoe in. That was my whole thing. I mean, granted, nothing ever like came of it. It was just an attention seeking action. Like I was still kind of a square in the preteens and such. And then things started to evolve as I got older. But yeah, that's kind of what it came to.
Jason had to find his groove.
Yeah, pretty much. And my horizon really expanded. And now when I host karaoke, it all depends on the mood that I'm in. It's like there was a night where I just decided to do Avenged Sevenfold's Nightmare, and then the next night I'm trying Jackie Wilson's Higher and Higher. So like there's like I always try to have like a broad selection just so I can keep everybody on their toes. But the R&B thing was always nice because they don't expect the biker guy to sound the way that I sound, so like that's how I met a few others that I kept in touch with over the years, because they looked at me like, like this unexpected thing. You see a bunch of TikTok videos where it's like you hear lay it all on my ruse, and then they turn it over and it's like some,
Yeah.
19-year-old girl or something.
Yeah,
It's just like, oh, okay, I see what you did.
I always like it when it's like the white boy and they're playing like the real deep Mexican music, and they're like, okay, all right. So they're like, hey, this white boy's got soul. All right, like check everybody. If you're watching the stream, I'm talking with my boy Jason G, cosplayer, singer, all around good guy.
Right
What
back
is
at you, my man.
what is your go? Oh, there you go, Oktoberfest.
Yes, tonight's brought to you by Oktoberfest beer.
All right, and tonight is brought to you by. Let me see what we got going on.
Yeah, what do you got?
Holy Grail OG.
Hey.
Hey. But if you're watching in the chat, make sure that you leave a comment. What is your go-to karaoke song? Gun to your head, you gotta nail it. You've had a couple of drinks in you. Come on, chat. What is your go-to karaoke song? Drop them in the comment section so me and Jason can laugh at you for your poor choice of music.
I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous to see what the result's going to be, because there's some that, even though I've had like a 7-month break, there's some that I'm afraid if people sign up for it, like it's just going to give me like PTSD. There's stuff I just can't deal with anymore.
Yeah, what is the one song that when you see it on a piece of paper you just like cringe right away? Like
before he cheats, Carrie Underwood. I fucking hate that shit so much. It's like all the stuff comes down to that picture. Don't Stop Believing. Amazingly, I'm still not burned out with Bohemian Rhapsody, but
if you do it right.
Sweet Caroline, like I'm over it, dude. Like I just can't. Yeah, it's like, and everybody always approaches me the same way of like, I'm gonna tear the house down. It's like, okay.
Hey Jason, do you have Sweet Caroline?
Yeah, I have that approach. I can't tell you how many times, and if you're watching and you've done this, like when you met me, sorry, not sorry, I guess.
Right.
So what people tend to do is they approach me, and keep in mind, the laptop's in front of me, the table's behind me, the speaker's right there, the mixer's to my left, I have a spare microphone, the sign-up sheet, the book, like everything is presented. And they still feel the need to come up and say, hey, you the karaoke master? No, I'm not. I just like to do this to mislead everybody.
No.
It's just like why would assume that I am, and then if I say no, then it's a quick dismissal, but it's ridiculous how people think that way.
All right, let's see what we got so far in the chat. All right. Hero Team Ken says Closer by Neo.
Nice choice.
Kenneth Erstad says Puff the Magic Dragon.
No, he didn't.
And I'll get on that, Ken. Sorry, I've been lagging today.
There it is.
All right. Kurt says Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. All right. Okay. We're halfway there. But Ken says, but to be fair, my kids really like that I sang that when they were younger. Okay. And then we'll see what Carla says. Carla says, I have only done karaoke once, not by choice, and I sang Sublime, Santeria. Okay.
That's right up your alley, girl. Hello, by the way, and thanks for watching.
That's a little too close to my Garden Grove lane, Carla. So
that is yours, yeah.
I stick to my classics. I go Garden Grove by Sublime, and then whether I'm feeling it, I do either do Kiss Off or by Violent Femmes. I'll never do in the Blister in the Sun though. That's a little too cliche for me. But and then Enslaved by Vegetables says, well, that's the same as you, Kurt. I know who you are. Says Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer.
There you go.
Kurt's a musician as well, so we appreciate that. What do you think of all this? Like, because there's some places where karaoke is life. Like there's shootouts in the Philippines, for example. Like if you go up there and you see, there was an article, I don't know if it was New York Times or something, like several years ago, and it was like just the life and death of karaoke, where like if you go to an established karaoke bar in the Philippines and there's a singer there and their song is My Way, and you get up before them and you're like, I'm singing My Way, like you might be catching some bullets by the end of the night. Like have you ever like heard stories about stuff like that, or what's the craziest sort of like karaoke fight that you remember?
Oh, well, there was a conflict with some patrons that were there that signed up for the same songs. I've never witnessed anything going that drastic. I mean, like shooting somebody over a track. Like I know that there is areas in the world where karaoke is life, but it's not life or death. You know, like that. Like that's so ridiculous to me. But there have been countless times where people have signed up for the same thing, very close to one another too. Like probably like maybe 20 minutes apart, and I always take notice of that, and I pay attention to detail. And my usual solution is to backspin the music. Like I'm playing something, and it's like, you know how it goes, like you spin a record, it's like, you know, and I get on the mic and I'm just like, okay, where's James? I'll find James. Where's Carolina? I find Carolina. It's like, both of you signed up for the same karaoke Queen classic. My question to you is, are we going to Rochambeau to find out who's actually going to perform it? Or are we going to tag team this and make it even better? You know, and 9 out of 10 times people tag team it. And because people like that whole thing of two singers like coming together and just like, yeah, it's like, you know, Eagles side, it's all freaking fun and games, and it gives, you know, good vibe for the rest of the whole bar. So that's usually the result that I have. I can't speak for any other hosts or what takes place over at their venues, but that's how I like to handle it. But sometimes another person will kind of just back out and just like, no, I'll pick something else. You know, it's like, I'm still got the same spot though, right? Like I'll make sure that they still, you know, have that same slot and they're not waiting another 45 minutes because, you know, they waited long enough. And it's like, well, just pick another one and, you know, off we go. So I'm all about the love, baby.
Yeah, and if you're not doing karaoke to be able to connect with other people, like what's the point? Like the whole point is to go out there, find the song that you like, and then vibe to it. Go out there. People don't expect you to crush it. They just expect you to like, all right, sing that shit like you love that song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
exactly, and that's all I ask. Is just like backpedaling for a second. There was this one girl I'll never forget. She signed up for "Don't Stop Me Now," you know, another Queen classic, and she was nervous as hell. Like she was tensed up, like right here, and it was that subtle, like, you know, tonight. Gonna have myself a good time. Like she couldn't carry a tune, and I know that's what she was nervous about. And I stopped the music. I'm just like, okay, you can't do it this way. We do not care how good or bad you are, but damn it, this is Queen. You give us a fucking performance. And everybody like gave like an uproar. And I swear to God, like once the beat kicked in, she was everywhere. Like I don't know what exactly I said to her or which part clicked, but it changed everything. Like she went ahead and went all throughout the bar, back to front, doing a whole bunch of dancing stuff, and you know, like saw a camera and did not give it. She didn't care. Like all of her insecurity went out the window, and it was the biggest comeback I've ever seen.
When let's say because I mean, obviously, like people sometimes want to do karaoke for like years, but they don't have I don't want to say if they're not brave enough, but they don't have like the gumption, I guess, or they don't have that push, you know what I mean? Like for me, for a while people were like, oh, we're gonna go do karaoke, come do karaoke, and I was like, I don't want to get up there and sing. But even though, you know, you're in the shower, you sing, you're in the car, you sing along to the music.
Yeah.
If people are going for the first time, how do you advise them to go about like selecting their song?
Something simple. I immediately make a joke and say, I will make this as easy for you as possible. Sing Tequila. You're not even singing it. You just say the word 3 times and it's over. Which last week somebody actually messed it up. I couldn't believe it. But
Ghost Rider.
I go and give that option. I go and tell them if they're not comfortable singing themselves. I do have a dub in solution where I can do a voiceover vocalist where they can sing it and they could just stand there and go if they want to, which some people have done that. But if they're for real about it and they really want to sing themselves, just like think of something simple, like what's something that you like to listen to? Are you an 80s person? Are you a 90s hip hop person? Like, what are you? And they think about it. I'm just like, don't think too long. You're like, what's the first thing you come up with? And they'll give me something. Just like, and they say 90s hip hop. I said, okay. So, and I look at them, I said, how old are you? And they always give me the same thing, like, like 33, 34 or something. And I tell them, I says, like, I get a feeling that you have seen Dangerous Minds a time or two, or just as a, kind of like a hidden pitch. And just like, can you trust me? Like, do you want to pick one or do you want to trust me? And that's when they get confident because it's like extra fun. And like, okay, let's see what you do. Okay, I'll trust you. And then I'll hit play. And then you hear that first note with strings and a beat, Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise. Everybody, like, of course, is just like, oh, here we go. Because, it's the 34-year-old, like 5 foot nothing white girl. It's just like, oh, she's gonna fucking do it, gangster. It's like, so then it's encouraging to them, and it gets their juices flowing. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna fucking do it. Yeah, I don't care what it goes. It's just like, yeah. So this, like, gee, baby, it's like, and the second that they're done, they're walking with a swagger.
Yeah.
It's just like everything changes.
So I think the mistakes people make is trying to either go too complicated for a song that they think they know, like a We Didn't Start the Fire, right? Because you think We Didn't Start the Fire, but you really don't know We Didn't Start the Fire as good as you think. So you think it's like, think about like your youth, think about something that you like. For some, you have songs that are stuck in your head. Don't go for like the popular song that you think would be cool to sing, right? You always have to default to something that by heart. You don't want to be learning the lyrics as they pop up on screen, right?
That's exactly what I tell them. You're right on the money with that. Because like when you sign up for karaoke, everybody gets the pressure of wanting to do something that everybody's gonna like. But I always tell them, it's like, it ain't about them. They're like, this is about you. This is about your song. This is your like 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes, depending on what you select. And it's just like this is your time. What do you like? What do you want to show us? Just like don't feel pressure to do the same thing over and over. I got to look at the lens for this. Don't do the same thing other people are doing. Do what you want to do. That's a PSA right there.
Do you, boo-boo? As they say. All right, so let's catch up on the comics. Olivia, what's up, homegirl? You'd still get gonged if you sing it bad, LOL. Well, it depends on the location.
That does depend on the location, and it depends on what you're doing. Like if you're there, like screaming into it with this whole, yeah, it's just like, because I do have volume control, and I do my hardest to make sure that it's not an overbearing sound. But there have been times where they freeze up and it's this whole thing where it's just like what do we do? Or they're just making noise. When somebody signs up for Shaggy, it wasn't me. Like it's a dumpster fire. It's always you feel and nobody wants to hear that. Right. Nobody wants to hear gibberish. We like as a former patron, as a host, as somebody in the industry, and I'm sure you could back me up when I say this, you can sing bad as long as you sing. You know what I mean? It's like you can sing bad as long as you sing, but if you just make gibberish and you make noise, like it's a turn off. It changes the vibe of the whole place entirely. And at one particular venue, which I won't disclose at this time, we did have a gong, and halfway through we would go ahead and hit it on somebody, but we would always make fun of the situation on some level, but we would make it up to them too. They always got like a complimentary shot afterwards or something, just so it's not an entirely humiliating situation. And they were never banned because they did a shitty job. It's like, let's try another one instead, so then they will have another chance to redeem themselves somewhere down the line.
Thank you for your comment and for watching, Olivia, though. And Olivia, you didn't ask the question, though. What is your go-to karaoke song? All right. Kenneth says nervous first timers should get free shots of liquor, courage, bought by their friends. Of course, that's the whole point.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And then he also says, I hate it when karaoke version is different from the version you learned to sing in the car. Is that because of licensing? Because I mean, what's that background of being able to do that legally?
So some of it has to do with licensing, because they would say it's like, oh, you got to make this change, like the cowbell has to be every other beat versus every beat, or just as an example. But a lot of times, like these things, say again,
gotta have that cowbell.
You gotta have that cowbell. But sometimes a lot of these things are computer generated. Just like versus like a high-end studio that has like pre-recorded everything from any form of an instrument to put something together. Like, because I remember back in the day when I was messing with DJ mix stations and hip hop EJ programs back in '99. Like it was there were guitar riffs, but it sounded really shitty. Like nothing's ever gonna sound like a real guitar, for instance. So when you go back to that, it's the cheapest form of making a track, so that they can produce and sell at a little bit of a higher price or whatever, depending on who the provider is. But sometimes licensing does have something to do with it. I know that there's one particular classic rock artist that made it difficult to use his songs for karaoke, and there was like a quick change within this last year when it comes to it. And I looked up his stuff, and suddenly he's nowhere to be found.
So it's like a subscription service that's already kind of gotten all that licensing out of the way that you guys use, or is it just kind of a case by case?
It is kind of case by case. There are subscription services that make that offer, but it's not always it's not always
all encompassing.
Yeah, that's the one. Thank you.
Okay. I guess Down with the Sickness by Disturbed. All right. Okay. We'll let you slide on that one. We're gonna let you slide on that.
I don't believe her, but
I think that's like a Sunday song for her.
Yeah.
Now, most, like you said, the most over song, your go-to song. There's also the karaoke singers that I've seen at different places where they're just undercover, right? They're just low key. They show up, they write their name down, they know the guy, they know the girl, they're like, hey, they go there, they're slinking to the back, and all of a sudden they pop up and it's like a Mariah Carey song.
Yeah.
Or they're doing, you know what I mean? Or they're doing Whitney Houston, and I'm like, she's got some balls on her. She's about to do some Whitney Houston, and they're like, and then you're like, whoa, damn, this girl's got some chops, or this dude, like, out of nowhere just comes out and crushed it. Those are like the undercover karaoke masters, right?
Yeah, they know what they're doing. They know what they deliver, and most of the time, those are the ones that actually have talent. And it's like the ones that show up and they come at me really hard, just like, I'm gonna tear this house down. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and and it's just like, you just wait. I'm gonna do this for a living, and it's always something. Mm-hmm. I know it's drunk talk, but whenever somebody talks themselves up like that, they never deliver. And even if they do deliver, it's still mediocre. It's just like I know the drive. Excuse me. I know the drive of wanting to be, that person for the night, the one that they talk about for the rest of the night or the weeks on end or whatever. It's like, you remember that guy? Everybody wants like that claim of fame sort of thing, but at the same time, it is all in good fun. Like this is not this is not The Voice. This is not American Idol. This is not whatever. Although I do understand, depending on location, like say in LA, for instance, you never know who's going to walk into the bar and then suddenly like something drastic, happens. But at the same time, that studio executive is hearing, Whitney Houston for the 500,000th time, and it's just like, and it gets burnt out, and you automatically just, shut down and you don't pay attention to it. So all of that effort that you're doing is for nothing. So if you are like trying to be discovered in a sense, know what place you're in, know your surroundings, see if there is anybody that looks like they could potentially be, and think outside the box. Don't do the Whitney Houston track. Don't do I'll Always Love You. It's wonderful, and if you want to do it just for the fuck of it, do it. But if you're trying to get somebody's attention, you have to think differently than everybody else. It's like, and that's what I tend to do if I'm trying to secretly audition, in a sense. Like about 7 or 8 years ago, it was Shy's If I Ever Fall in Love Again, that the whole acapella thing, but I have that slow, smooth R&B remix rendition. Mm-hmm. Anything to have that moment where I get to the climactic bridge towards the end, where it's like, and that's what separates me from everybody else, because everybody's doing Boys to Men. Everybody else looks a certain way. I look like this, as I mentioned before, and suddenly a certain sound comes out. But the last couple of years, I've been doing Andrew Lloyd Webber's "Till I Hear You Sing" from the Phantom sequel, which is a straight up, theatrical operatic type of vibe. Nobody expects it, So I expect if I deliver that night, like I'm sure it's gonna seek somebody's attention. So that's my advice to everybody else. Just like have fun with it. It's all about having a good time that night. But if you're trying to get somebody's attention, like do something that you either have never done or for certain that people rarely ever do.
So there's the first timers, the undercovers, the over performers, like our homie Dominic, that they're just not necessarily about the song, but they're just like about performing the song, mm-hmm. right? Like that's one thing I love about Dominic, is that he is just like, he says yes to life, and he's like, fuck it, karaoke, stand-up comedy, whatever. Mm-hmm. So when he picks a song, he's gonna sing it like shit, but he's gonna fucking put his heart into that performance, though.
And he does. He's actually been hanging out over at Tin Roof the last few weeks,
too. Of course he has.
And he's been trying a few other things. Which, by the way, Dom, if you are listening or watching at any given point, that Alice Cooper track we talked about, I got a hold of it. So be sure to come by on Sunday. We'll test it out. Okay.
Nice.
But he's always doing something. And as the night progresses, his performances get more and more extravagant. At one point, he ran from the back door through the patio and then back to the main floor. Came back to the mic just in time to go whatever he was doing that night. I forgot what song it was, but he's bad about it. Which, by the way, when he got on the floor, though, he was still conscious enough. But right before he took off, he went, put on his mask, then did it, and then ripped it back off. And then so it's like, that was quick, man. I like it.
And like you were saying about being discovered, it's one thing if you're like off a Sunset in LA, or you're like in the Village in Manhattan, like on a Thursday night where some executives might be out. But if you're Chula Vista and it's 1 a.m. and you're on 3rd Avenue, like, relax. Exactly. It's probably this is it. Have you ever auditioned or gone out for stuff like American Idol or things like that?
Twice, actually. Once was American Idol in 2007. There was about 25,000 of us, and
25K.
Yeah, about 25,000 in at Qualcomm Stadium, and they had like 22 different awning setups on the field, and they would do it in sections. and each of us, got there like at 5 a.m, just to have 10 seconds, if that. Like you start a little bit and then you move on to the next one, and then like they do 3 at a time, and they either say either you go on to the next level or you're gonna get passed on. I was passed, and back in 2013, I think, I drove to LA to do The Voice, and that. No knock to American Idol. They had their own system, but The Voice was super organized. Like that stuff was so good. Like my drive up there was longer than my audition wait.
Wow.
It's like it was really impressive. It was at the LA Convention Center. Everything was sectioned out in rooms. There was about 12 of us at a time. Each of us got 30 seconds to do it with a camera, so they had it on file. And they either made a decision right there, or they waited and contacted you afterwards. I didn't make that one either, but I know I definitely made an impression because there were 2 producers that were watching us do it. One was kind of, mouthing and singing along, and the other one was kind of just like caught in the moment, the whole thing with that shy track that I was talking about. So I definitely got their attention, but it just wasn't enough to get to the next spot. And I think that was around the time where things were starting to become a little bit more, not rehearsed, but fixed in a sense, because you have people who do have a tremendous voice, and they do have that opportunity, and by all means do so. But it's always fun when they don't look like what they expect, because it's like that TV shocker, or it's somebody that usually delivers, and that's in that classic sense, and it's just like, oh, I remember the kind of vibe, So there's still the business aspect to it, but I just didn't have that marketing demographic or image, I suppose, just because it is more pop based, and I know for a fact I'm not made like pop, So by the time that I did that audition, I'm just like, well, maybe I'll just start acting more, and sure enough, I did. That's when I started to make the switch, and I met you through Claudia, if I remember correctly. Like, she ended up having a post saying that, hey, we're doing a taping. We need bodies. If you're interested, blah blah blah. And there was a meeting over at the studio downtown, and that's when I met you and Joel.
Oh, when we were gonna do the horror movie, right? Was it for Skinner, or was it for?
It was no, Skinner happened afterwards. There was definitely
period piece.
Yes, it was period piece. Yeah, which I'm still waiting on the finished product for those, man.
See, all right. What had happened was, and I sent you a thing on the private chat, so check that out when you get a second. What had happened was with period piece is that Bang Zoom Pow Studios, Ty Mabry, was closing down, and he was like, "We're gonna leave the studio," and it was this beautiful, beautiful creative space that they had downtown, and he's like, I'm gonna give you like 3 dates, 3 shoot dates at the studio. This is our last month, so figure 3 projects that you want to film. One of them, I think, was period piece. The other one was Alien Story, and the other one was something else. But so basically, at the height of when I was able to get people to come work with me, and people were like vibing with Twin Burrito and everything like that, I put too much on my plate. So I ended up where I always tell people, start a project, finish a project. I had start a project, finish a project, start a project, finish a project, start 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 a project. And it just clogged up my downline to where I still have those products like on my list of things to edit, but then after a while we lost budget for a couple of projects, and then I had some stuff change in my life where I had to like prioritize taking care of my family before I had to so sometimes life gets in the way of art,
Which is understood, yeah.
But those projects are all going to see the light of day either because some of them were just not good enough to put out as a singular project because we didn't finish everything, and then people move away, people change. But I do feel like I can still sort of like take those Skinner scenes and put them together and just be like, hey, we shot this, and then have like you and other people that were a part of it on and kind of like, talk about it and stuff. So
Yeah.
if you were, so those projects, even though they might not be at the level of quality we think we are right now, are still going to be viewable at some point, and we will share it with you. Let's do a like check with everybody. If you're watching the stream, make sure that
you do that. I'm gonna turn on my fan. I'm sweating bullets.
Jason's turning on his fan. We're going to do a little brand upkeep right here to make sure everybody that's watching. If you just tuned in, we're talking with Jason Garcia. You can find him at official Joss.
Every time, man. That makes me want to change it, but I'm like, no, I gotta stick to my guns. I gotta keep it this way.
Official Jason G. All right, I figured it out. And that's on Instagram. You can follow him. You can figure out when karaoke nights are coming back to San Diego, trivia, social distance trivia, and socially distanced karaoke. Trivia, we're going to get to in a little bit after we finish talking here about some cosplay stuff. We will get to the trivia. I have two challengers that are going to step into my arena. One of them is going to challenge me on office trivia. The other one's going to challenge me on horror trivia. So if you have any cool office trivia or horror trivia questions, leave them in the comment section. We're also trying to know, what is your go-to karaoke song? And also, how do you like my new background setup? Changed it up a little bit. The Fireside is still over there, technically. We got the lazy-ass dogs back there. Baxter, Shy Girl, say hi. Baxter, Shy Girl. Whatever. They're like, fuck you, we're sleeping.
Just like,
what? We've been sleeping all day. We're tired. So I kind of like the dogs in the background. So tell me what you think. And then, as always, remember, if you are watching us, leave a like. Follow us on Facebook.com/2inburrito so that you get notified when I go live. I've been doing a lot of interesting episodes and interviews. I've interviewed ex-skinheads. I've interviewed musicians, actors, humanitarians, cooks. We're going to talk to somebody about sustainable living. We're going to go live after the next debate on Thursday, talk politics. So basically, we can talk about anything and everything that we want to on my show, and I appreciate everyone that has tuned in so far. Also, if you are ever on Twitch and you watch any gamers, we also have our videos live on Twitch at twitch.tv/2inburrito. You can watch the replay of any of our movies and any stuff that we have from like 9 years ago. Is all on YouTube at youtube.com/2inburrito. Make sure you leave us a sub on that. It is super hard to grow on YouTube, as you guys know. And this version of the podcast is video and live, but I also put up the audio on Podbean, BigChiefBurrito.podbean.com. And as always, like I said, we're with Jason right now. And then I got your other one right here for Cosplay, which is, and I'm going to put this up right now in a second. But I want to kind of finish up the karaoke talk real quick, because I do have one thing that that people need to stop doing, which is putting songs for other people that are silly and just waste other people's time. Like, I'm gonna put Barbie Girl on for Joey, and then you're like, Joey, to the stage, and Joey grabs the mic and he's like, what? And he's like, weren't you gonna sing Barbie Girl, Joey? And Joey's like, what?
Yeah, and they're completely clueless. Yeah, you guys need really need to stop with that. It's an embarrassing moment for them, and it's kind of a waste of time for me. I'm just like, let's not exactly.
Because at the end of the night, Jason's like, look, stop signing up. I'm gonna try to get to as many as you guys want. I'm gonna try to get to as many. Let's knock it out. Let's be ready. And Jason's like going down the list. All right, boom, 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 boom. Because you really, at the end of the day, you want everybody to have that experience, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it works out well.
Yeah. All right, and then my last karaoke question, and then we're moving on to cosplay, is, do you ever hear a new song on the radio and then you're like, oh my God, I'm going to have to hear this 1,000 times over the next year?
Honestly, I don't listen to the radio anymore.
Okay.
And whenever there's a new discovery, it's when somebody requests it. You know, it's because I know that there's always going to be that new wave of songs. I've never seen Hamilton. I've never seen A Star Is Born, but those two were skyrocketing at one point, and I was hearing like the title tracks and Shallow and all this kind of shit. And I learned how to sing Shallow because people sang Shallow at the bar.
Really?
And I eventually looked it up just to see what it was like. It's like, okay, that's nice. Still never seen the movie, you know, and I can't now because for whatever reason, that one time that I looked up the song, YouTube decided to recommend the dramatic ending of the film. So I'm just like, well, there goes 2 hours that I don't have to use. You know, it's just like, thanks, YouTube.
Thanks, YouTube, for a lot of things.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that that comes up that way. I never get an update on the radio. You know, it's like, and plus everybody always goes to the classic favorites anyway. So, you know, for anything to become a new classic, it has to be something outrageously tremendous.
It's got to be in the zeitgeist, I guess they call it, for at least a couple of years before it becomes something that people karaoke, right? Most karaoke songs are like 5+ years old, right? Or even older, like 15, 20.
Or significantly older. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we're going to talk some cosplay, but since we have Kenneth Ernstad, Kenneth Jenkins, Olivia in the chat tonight, and I was going to show this scene that Jason's in anyway. This is from a little, whoa, where did Jason go? Did I lose you, Jason? Jason, come back when you get a chance. What's up, everybody? It is your boy Lou Martinez, aka Big Chief Burrito. We're talking with Jason Garcia. Jason G, he got lost there for a second. You're back.
Don't know what happened there.
But like I said, Kenneth, Olivia, a lot of people that have been working with us for a long time are in the chat tonight. I love my 2M Burrito family. And I was going to share a little scene of a collaboration that me and Jason did in one of the movies that he's in, where he says he plays a crazy biker. And now that I realize it, Kenneth and Olivia are also in this scene as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play a little part of a scene from a movie that we called Fish Out of Water. And let me see here. And away we go. There's our boy, and Dominic, who we were talking about this. Dom with his beer on his way to perform karaoke.
And somebody called him a young Tim Burton last week.
Nice.
And I'm just like, fucking A, man.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there he goes. And this is about a guy who has a fish that he needs to keep them in water. It's basic premise.
Fish Out of Water is the title of this.
Oh, that's Olivia. Let's find another dweeb to pound on. There he is. Let's pound him good.
The silent idea was really comical for me. I was just like, that's a nice approach.
Look at this guy, a cool guy, Jason. Like, yo, what's up? Yeah, Kenneth shot this and he was in it.
Yeah. Ego's got in the way.
And then I was just like, just fight or something. Look at you. You do some wrestling moves and you're like jumping over them. And then we don't know what happens to you afterwards.
Yeah, that was the end of it there.
Oh wait, but you guys do make an appearance afterwards here. I mean, lower that.
That's right.
Okay, here's Dominic trying to get his Mac on with.
Yeah, he goes like, "Hey, like I have this phone, and you know, your number's not in it."
You know what's funny is that that's like the iPhone 5 or something, and now they're bringing it back.
What? You're bringing back a 5?
Well, no, the iPhone 12 looks basically like that iPhone with like the metal edges and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So Dominic was ahead of his time. All right. All right. So let's skip ahead of here. I don't think Kenny wants us to show Fat Kenny. Well, here, and then he finds a box. Oh, there's a foot in there. There's a foot in there. Oh my God.
I'm trying to remember why the foot was there, but there's.
Yeah. Here's the maniacal laugh.
Yeah, we threw buckets of water at him to make it more drastic.
And then I think I make an appearance here too. And I love that shot right there, Dominic up, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And then I'm like, obviously, a friend with weed is a friend indeed. Wait, hold on a second. Yeah. And then finally, Kenneth with a security officer shirt catching us hotboxing. And then obviously cut to all of them getting behind the car together.
Yep.
And
what was that other one that we worked on too? It was Double Down. That's what it was called. It was
Double Down. Where that was one for the Sketchplosion, Dave Callan's competition.
Yeah,
that one. We did that one where you played like the Den
same
Master.
thing. Yeah,
the same thing. And then so there's Fish Out of Water, Period Piece, Double Down, and Skinner that I know of, where you played a cult member that got his throat slashed. I was trying to find that footage because I do have that, but I'm gonna shoot it to you next time.
Okay, right on. Which, by the way, shout out to the makeup artist that was on set. Yeah, she did a phenomenal job that day.
Francia. Yeah. Hero Team Ken did shoot this.
There he is.
There was a cameo, but I didn't show it. Olivia says, my acting debut, I'll never forget. Thank you for being a part of it, Olivia, and being a 2MB player. And then, woo! Yes, woo! Mr. Erstead. The only person that's missing from the chat is Mr. Lerma, who's probably, I would say, pricing out my old Dominic, where he asks the bartender 18,000 questions and then says, do you have a Pabst? Do you have this beer? Do you have this beer? Do you have this beer? Let me get your cheapest beer. All right. Anyway, so acting, cosplay, they come after the singing for you, or did you start liking? Or because I mean, cosplay is another thing that it takes a lot of confidence. To walk around all day as another character. Like I've seen you walk around Comic-Con with like a freaking proton pack on your back for an entire day, taking pictures with people. Okay. I've seen you walk around as the Penguin in sometimes this is to the detriment of your health. You've had eye issues, you've had like, problems and stuff like that. Like, when did that aspect of the creativity enter into your life? Was it like after you started performing, or was that later on?
Well, as far as cosplaying, more as an adult, that was around the time that that acting started to pick up. So that kind of coincided with each other. But I was always down to dress up as a character. Like Halloween was always my shtick. In case you can't tell, in the back here, there were various characters. But as an adult, I discovered that it's easiest for me to find characters that I can manipulate and use with my particular build and body type. Because you always see 9 out of 10 times you see a Thor cosplayer. He's 6'3", he's fit as hell, like anything to make it as authentic as possible. Or somebody with the same height but extremely stocky. He's Jason Voorhees. Like I have a different build, so it's like, okay, so what can I utilize? The very first successful one that worked out was Aladdin's genie. And this was around the time when I still was holding on to whatever hair I had left. So I bald capped it, manipulated it with a party string for the hair piece. This was still growing, so I just did a little trim. I wasn't going to paint myself blue completely, so I cheated and got a morph suit, and I cut it right where the neck goes, and I painted from the neck up just to have that blend, and it just made it go a lot easier. Down the road, I started to get a little bit creative with some crossover characters. There was one that I called Joker Teller, which was DC's Joker, and Jax Teller of Sons of Anarchy. So we had like this biker imagery where I had this I had this slicked wig that I got from Ben's Wigs in National City. I went ahead and styled it and put the colors in, and it came together pretty well. And so much so that 2 or 3 of my guys did the same idea. So then there was like this whole crew of
bikers,
of biker characters, that we called ourselves Sons of Arkham, which was really clever. And the idea of Sons of Arkham came from a phenomenal original designer oh my gosh, Scott Nielsen Concepts. I believe he's in the UK, and I got a shirt from him once, and I was just like, let's do it. So me and my old roommate at the time, we went ahead and we created the patches, and the whole thing came together, and the rest was history. Yeah.
It reminds me of an idea that I had about a group of hipsters that would drive around on Vespas with like super intricate mustache, and they were going to be called the Sons of Irony. That was my idea for like a sketch. I've had that idea for like 5-6 years, where I'm like, oh, I want to do this sketch, and they just like, they're like go try to beat up the guy from the gelato stand, like in their hipster neighborhood or something, like you can't be selling gelato around here, I don't know why, but
like
yeah. But if we ever do that, hey guys, you want to give me some money so I can create the Sons of Irony with Jason G in the title role as Jax Teller, but ironically, then let me know. What is the average time that it takes you to put on like the Penguin was such an that was a stop traffic moment at Comic-Con. You busted out that fucking that Penguin character, and people were like I couldn't get close to you. A couple of times I was like, hey, there's Jason. I'm going to go say what's up to him. Boom, boom. And you were just like, boom, like in the middle of it. Like, how long did it take you to create that and to get you moving around, man?
There were two different versions of it. Like I remember I think it was 2018 was the debut of the character, which was kind of quick and cheap looking. The following year, I did some modifications, and I got a proper fat suit. There was a provider for the prosthetic nose. I changed the hair, did the top hat instead. It's like 2019's Penguin was significantly better than the other one, but it took a while. Like my biggest process is the nose prosthetic, because I still haven't mastered a proper blend. The only reason it looked as good as it did last year is because of the dark eyes. It really hides the line crease between fake and real skin. So that helped a lot that year. But between makeup, trying to stay cool, and using the proper adhesive, which I've learned since then that there are better products, and those products are absolutely better. Getting dressed and trying to stay afloat and make sure that I eat and drink everything prior to do whatever business I need to, because I know that I'm not going to have an opportunity later. That took a couple hours, like maybe even 3 hours to finally put that all together. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to this stuff, and the fact that there are certain parts of putting a costume together where I lack a certain skill really irritates and frustrates me. So I'm just like, I got to deal with it. Everybody else says that it worked out well, but I'm always nitpicking to try to find a better way and have a better result. But I got stopped what felt like every 2 minutes. I did an interview with Screen Junkie one year in that cosplay, and the whole time I'm trying to stay in character. I'm hanging with my buddy Carlos and his crew, with the Latino Joker. There he is. Who does a phenomenal Jack Nicholson Joker. So it was nice to have.
Look at that thing, man.
There.
Look at that thing, man. Look at you, man.
Can you believe it? That's this face.
That's
that face.
That's the fucking beast mode right there. Carla says that you also in high school he was a really great Captain Jack Sparrow. Is that you?
Yes, that's completely true. I appreciate the compliment, Carl. Thank you. That was about 60 pounds ago. It was a different time then, and it was a little bit revolutionary back then too, because the Hollywood replicas weren't developed yet. So like I would take like an old muscle shirt that happened to be burgundy that I would use as the bandana there, and I got products from Michaels and things like that. Yeah, there's version 1, which would have been great if I done something different with the hairline. I think that's the only thing that I rushed that year, because I was trying to get out in the field at that time. But in hindsight, I know exactly what I need to do if I decide to do that look again.
All right. And again, you guys can follow Jason and all his cosplay shenanigans at jason.g.cosplay. And you can follow him and all his karaoke and trivia shenanigans at official Jason G. And that's how that goes. Now for me, if I was doing, like, I've always played with the idea of doing these two sort of cosplays. One of them, if you like Breaking Bad, is I would all I need to do is put on like a black A shirt and a beanie, and I go as Unskinny Pete. If you know Breaking Bad, because that's the Skinny Pete. So he goes, yo, I'm Unskinny Pete, yo. Or I can do a white A shirt. I already have the gold chain, and I can get some blue stretch pant, no, some blue pants and some sandals, and I can go as Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Those are the two. So hopefully at a Comic-Con near you one day, you'll see me walking around as either Carl from Aqua Teen or as Unskinny Pete.
I'm kind of mad I haven't seen either one of those yet, man. Like, those are fucking fantastic ideas.
I don't know. I've always wanted to do Unskinny Pete one year, but anyway. What is your dream cosplay that you haven't been able to achieve that you're sort of building up your skills to do?
Oh, that's a phenomenal question. I don't think I have a goal right now. Like every major character that I wanted to do, I did. I guess on some level, I would like to try to include something with stilts. Like there was a video that just came out this year for Halloween, and I thought about this idea, and the fact that somebody did it really excited me. It was stilts and arm extensions for a proper, cartoon in real life Jack Skellington. And it looked phenomenal. And he's standing next to a Sally that was, like perfect height, about 5'3", 5'4". So to see them together, like, just really put it in perspective. And it was really, I was excited to see that. Actually, there is a couple. Raphael in the Ninja Turtles, when he's in the fedora and trench coat. Or just the classic 1990 film rendition of Shredder, because I saw one guy pull it off, and it looked really, really great. And I've done some stuff in the past with masks. I was Bane for a couple of years, and I started to screw around with certain voices and manipulation and technique. Like, one thing that I would like to attempt, if I do Shredder, and anybody else that is going to do Shredder, feel free to use this idea and see if it works. You have the mask, and it's a screen, for you to be able to breathe, but you have like this small echo, this reverb when he speaks. The same goes for Bane. It's like, I don't even know if I could do this with the bottle or not, but I'll try it. It's like if you did Shredder, and just like, you have like that small echo. Can you catch on that right now? And you get into that moment. It's like, now I will finish what I began with your ear. And it really brings it more to life at that moment. Like, I would do Bane voices with pint glasses at the bar with the microphone, because it sounds like almost accurate. And I know that's what people are lacking when we're on the street as a character. So I would try to use some form of like metal or glass, maybe more metal based, cup, in that same like megaphone stance when you're like trying to scream really loud, but you have like this cup in front of you, so it'll have that trajectory. And since the sound can only go one way, when it's there, it comes back and bounces off. You should have some form of a
You
reverb.
barely learned the ways of karaoke. I was born in it. It's like almost like yeah. I love me some Bane. I found another one of you here. Let me see.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah. That's that photo was modified as far as color goes. My skin is skin tone. The smile's red, and the beard is green. But
Looks cool like that though.
It does look cool like that. but that is that was the second version of the Joker Teller character we spoke about. So that's the Sons of Arkham representation.
Sons of Arkham, absolutely. All right, I'm just looking around your page here for any other inspiration here.
Let's see if I can explain some stuff.
Oh no, this is good. Like here, this is like showing like how spot on you got this. I mean, other than like you said, the margins of the prosthetics, the black in your eyes really brings it out. The hat helps out with the hairline. You got the outfit obviously on point, and I think to your chagrin, the longer you were in it and the more uncomfortable and the more you started to melt at the sides a little bit, the better it looked.
Okay, I can accept
You know what
that.
I mean? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what else we got here. See, you're on the sun right there. That's perfect.
Which that photo was just recently featured in the Cosplay zine issue back in August. So I was really excited to learn that was going to get featured. So I think you can actually purchase that on cosplayzine.com.
And then here we have you putting your stuff on here, getting ready for the show.
I can't get enough of that character. Like Sid Haig and Captain Spaulding is an absolute go-to of mine. It's nice and quick. It's effective. He's a mean motherfucker. Like I'm all about that one right there. Plus, I don't have to shave. I think that's a big one for me. I don't have to shave this off.
And what is, from your perspective, obviously you're an experienced cosplayer, you know what it takes to sort of like go to Comic-Con and realize that you're going to be walking around for 8 to 10 hours uncomfortably. And people that do cosplay, do this shit because they have a passion for it, right? They love it. Mm-hmm. They are spending their time, their money. At the most, what are you going to get out of it except, some extra followers, on Instagram or something like that, or you get a cool picture that people see. Mm-hmm. But don't harass cosplayers, if they're not there for you to like manhandle them or like bother them or like just, hey, you mind if I take a picture with you? Mm-hmm. Cool. Take the picture, boom, and then keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as possible, if you're there, you're trying to stay in character, so to speak, and just give the kids a show. You know what I mean? Is that kind of how you feel about it?
Absolutely, yes. And it's just like I obviously we're there for the photo opportunities, So by all means, it's like that's what it's for. But we work so hard to put something together, and depending on what your cosplay is, sometimes it's last minute and it's like, cute and fun. Other times it could take up to like maybe 2 years to perfect something, and then when they finally debut it, it's really shitty when somebody takes a photo that is a lot more candid and there's a piece that's taken off because they're taking 10 minutes to catch their breath or whatever the case may be, or they're bending a certain way depending on like what you're wearing, and something's like revealed and it's looking very unflattering. It's just like all of those things are to be considered, and it's just like you got to give us give us a warning, like let us know that you're coming up, like call us by our character. If you know me personally, call me by name, and just like, and we'll make like a whole show of it, and I did get a few candid shots when I was hanging with Latino Joker, and we were taking a break. We were having like a pretzel and some water, like anything to kind of just, rejuvenate. And somebody just decided to kind of walk up to us and like just sneak it in really quick. And there we are, just snacking on shit, just like out of character and in our own natural state. And I'm just like, this isn't. No, like, can you just come back and find us, or give us 10 minutes or something? Go talk to fucking Aquaman over there for a second, then come back.
All right, Carla. Good news, Carla. We found the we found the Jack Sparrow picture.
That's it. That's it. And that's when it was at its that was at its peak too, because there was like a few other attempts before that one. And that photo was taken on the debut day of Dead Man's Chest back in 2006. So that was at Mission Valley to go catch the films. And I think I was the only one pirate and dressed up and such. So of course everybody's walking up trying to snag a photo. I haven't seen any other photos from that day except for that one.
And this is the original of the one that was colorized with the green beard and the red smile. I think it looks cool like this too. This is cool.
It does look cool like that. She's a phenomenal cosplayer. Like if you guys ever get a chance to look her up. She's tagged into that photo as well. But she's wonderful. Really down to earth, and really does a lot of the favorites there.
And I guess because like I said, you've been doing this for a while, you understand what it takes, and you understand that you have to basically make a commitment to be there. You're going to get harassed. You might get some candidates taken. There's the upside of it is you get to do something that you love. It's expressive. The downside is sometimes people are dicks, but I guess that's a downside to life in general, right? But when people are considering, like, if I'm going to do Unskinny Pete, I mean, it's a pretty simple concept. It's more of like a concept costume than a hard work costume. It's more like, I get what you did, than oh shit, I see what you did. Because I get what you did is like, okay, you put on a beanie and a wife beater and you're fat, so you're Unskinny Pete. I get it. But you put 2 and 3 hours of work into some shit, for somebody's benefits. People that want to get into cosplay, that they're like, they want to do like a hybrid. I mean, I'm down with it as long as it's not steampunk. Big Chief Burrito is not down with the steampunk. I don't get it. It's not my thing. I hate anything that's blah blah. It's a steampunk Batman. Fuck you is what it is. I don't want to see it.
It's just a little too Will Smith Wild Wild West for you.
A little too much. I don't need the fucking mechanical spider. Do you know that story, right? You know that mechanical spider story, the Kevin Smith one?
I do. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things ever.
For people who don't know it, it's real quick. Kevin Smith was supposed to direct one of the Superman movies a while back, or they were in plans, and he was supposed to write the script or something. Right? He was going to write the script, or he was going to modify it. Yeah, he wrote. I think he wrote a script, and they're like, cool. So they go to the studio to get some notes, and one of the studio executives is like, yeah, but I want Superman to like fight like a mechanical spider, and Kevin Smith's like
some giant spider,
like a giant spider.
I think he wanted to call it like, but we can't call it a spider. What do you call it? Like snag hearing fang beast, and just like go like do that, like calling it something else.
So I think either Kevin said like fuck it, I'll write the spider in, or he didn't, or whatever. I don't know that second part, but it ended up not happening. And the dude was like, well, I want the spider. And then he went on to produce Wild Wild West, where guess what he fucking crammed into it? A fucking giant mechanical spider. And I guess the guy's kid was super into spiders at the time or something. So he was like, Daddy, can you put a big spider in your movie? And he was like, I'll get it done, son. And I'll get Will Smith in it. But my question that I kind of got away from there was, what advice do you have for people that want to get into cosplay? That obviously they have to understand that it's that if they're going to do something serious like stuff like you do, it's a commitment, it's going to be costly, etc. If they want to do it right, but if they're considering doing like something at Comic-Con, if that comes back, or if they just kind of want to do something like more advanced this Halloween, what are some of the tips? What are some of the tips that you would have for them?
plan ahead. Definitely plan ahead, depending on what you're looking to accomplish. Like if you're wanting to do something intricate, like the penguin, for instance, that was a process. Like I wanted to make sure I found somebody that can provide the right prosthetic, and wanted to make sure I found the right hat, because like there were so many different options for a hat. Just the hat alone was a process, and I had to call around 6 different locations looking for a black top hat in my size to fit this dome. Hey, what's up, Dad?
Hey, what's up, Pops? My dad came in to use the bathroom. He's on his little scooter. So we got
some weight. Looks good.
We got the dogs back there. We got Pops rolling through.
But there are options to be thrifty. So take your time as far as finding some substitute pieces to give the image that you're looking for at a reasonable price. But most importantly, and this is the part that I can't stress enough, because I've made this mistake at one small chapter in my life. Don't let it be this thing where it's ego driven, where you have to be the best, and you have to, you have this goal of turning your account, into 150K followers overnight. It's about having a good time. It's about having fun. It's about having the chance to be theatrical, a chance to be somebody else. That's my whole thing. It's just like me personally, I love myself, but I always use it as an excuse to be somebody else. And I'm just like, you know what? Like I really like I felt bad this one time, and it's in a way it's kind of therapeutic. Like when I'm Oswald, or Penguin, in case for those who don't know, when I'm dressed as Oswald, I use that as my opportunity to get rid of a lot of misplaced anger, in a sense. There's my buddy Carlos with his Jack Nicholson Joker. Like I love that piece, man.
That's a nice piece.
But I use it as therapy. Like I stay in character and I get gritty and I stay dark, and it's always like the same thing. Like, and when I'm looking at some up and comer that's writing his own comics and he's got his booth there, and he wants to take a video, I decide to utilize his product, to kind of promote it in a sense. And and I'm over here, it's like everyone's dying from the carcinogens you personally spew for Comic-Con profiteering, and just have fun with it. And that's the whole point, is to have fun with it, because you're making memories for yourself. You could be releasing something that you're holding on to. You're making memories for those around you. And that's the important thing. I'm like, there's plenty of folks that I'm never going to see again, but I know that in the back of their head, they remember meeting Jeannie for the first time, the time that they saw, the penguin in San Diego weather and during the summer at Comic-Con. Like it's always something that you're giving to people. You know what I mean? So just stay on the bright side of things.
Nice. That's a beautiful thought, man. I mean, obviously, I think Ken actually posted something about this recently, which was that, a lot of more people should take, or everybody should take at some point, an acting class, because I think it allows you to help you sort of step in somebody else's shoes, opens your minds up. It teaches you a lot about life and stuff like that. And the same can be said for like getting creative with cosplay, going out to sing a karaoke song to release some energy and stuff like that. So obviously we hope that relatively soon here the event business picks back up. People are slowly getting out to bars, socially distanced for trivia and karaoke. So I know you guys are doing things safe. So for anybody that wants to follow Jason and kind of go out and do some karaoke, do some trivia, make sure that you follow him at an official Ja song, and then to go like and watch all these pictures that I've been putting on screen, and to support his cosplay page, go to jason.g.cosplay and follow him. As always, you can look for me at 2am Burrito on Facebook, twitch.tv/2mburrito. There's a trend here. If you search for 2am burrito someplace, I'm probably going to find it. Even TikTok, even though I have no idea how to use it. And I have no idea what to put on there. And obviously, like and share the screen, leave a comment, and we'll get to you. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take a really quick, like a 90-second break. I'm going to check up on my dad. We're going to bring Alexis and Kenny onto the stream in a second. And we're going to do some trivia. Jason G has been kind enough to set up some trivia for us for today. And I'm being challenged by, or actually I'm challenging Alexis.
Okay.
on office trivia, and I'm challenging Kenny on his alleged horror knowledge trivia. And we're gonna do a quick segment, but obviously before we even get to that, I want to thank you again, Jason, for being on, man. And like I said, I admire you as an artist and as somebody who does something that they do and they love well. And you're always a fun fucking cat to hang out with at karaoke and trivia like that. And obviously, I hope that that industry comes back, that you keep having success there, and that we get to work on some new projects together soon.
The feeling's 100% mutual, my man. It's always a pleasure.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to bring Alexis and Kenneth can use that link that I sent them earlier to jump on, and we will be back with Jason G. We'll finish up the interview. We'll do some trivia. We'll read the rest of the comments. We're going to ask the questions that you guys posted on Fireside Chats with 2am Burrito. We'll be back right after this.
All right.
What is up, everybody? We are back from this break on Fireside Chats with Big Chief Burrito. Thank you for everybody that has been watching up to this point. We are talking with Jason G from jason.g.cosplay. I got his banner up here. Give me a second. And we're going to do some trivia in a second. I'm going to get Jason back on in a second. Shy Girl scratching herself. Shy Girl, what are you doing? What are you scratching yourself for back there? I'm going to bring Alexis on and say hi to her real quick before we get going. Alexis.
Hi.
Hey, good to see you.
You too. How are you?
All right. Jason, we're bringing you back on, but I was going to say hi to Alexis for we're waiting for Kenneth to get on here as well. Jason, Alexis, Jason.
Pleasure.
Hello. Pleasure.
Alexis, how you been keeping yourself busy?
I decided to go back to school, so I'm actually taking some film classes at community college. fine.
Nice. Is any specific to anything? Just general filmmaking, or?
Yeah. I'm taking like a script writing class and like a intro to camera work, basically.
Well, you already know if you need some help or anything, we got you, right?
Yeah.
Does
Thank
that
you.
mean does that mean that you're going to be behind the camera at some point making your thesis film or something?
Maybe. I'm not like going for any degree at this point. I'm just doing them for fun. So we'll see if it progresses further.
All right, cool. Well, thank you for taking the time to come on. And then we also have Mr. Hero Team Ken.
What's up, y'all?
Kenny
How you
Jenkins
doing?
in the house. How you doing?
Pretty
today,
good. I'm testing out this mic. How does it sound? How do I sound?
It's a little loud, but good. A little loud, but we're
loud.
good. A little
Close.
loud.
I'm
A
close
little.
to it.
Yeah, you're close. It's. There
Is
you
my
go.
fan picking up? Is the fan picking up?
Yeah, your fan is definitely picking up.
Okay.
From the checkerboard dungeon. He's
Switch.
so all right. So Jason, we're gonna do a quick round of some trivia here. Alexis is a self-proclaimed office. She's done she's done vlogs and videos about the office too. You can do a deep dive on her YouTube page and probably find her office freestyle somewhere on there. But she wants I'm challenging her on some office trivia. And I'm going to read the one that somebody posted in the comment section from earlier. And let's see that. So I think the way we'll do it is Alexis is Jason's going to ask us a question to one of us, and then let's say he'll ask you a question, and then you get first chance to answer. If you can't answer it, then I'll try to answer it and steal and get that point. And then we'll just go back and forth like that. And then after that, Kenny, then we're gonna do the horror one with you. I got you muted for a quick second just so that we can get you. Okay, no, I had you muted for a second. But
Switch
okay.
mics now.
All right.
This one.
All right, so you're good. All right, but the question that somebody posted in the comments, and we're gonna let Alexis start off with this one, is: when the office went to visit Meredith in the hospital from a rabies bite, what floor was she on? What?
God, I have no idea.
All right, I'm gonna go with fourth floor. I don't know. We're not even gonna count that one. That seems like a weird question. All right, so Alexis is the guest. Jason, why don't you take it away? And the first question is gonna go to Alexis. If she can't answer it, I'll try to answer it. And what do you think is a good score to go to? Maybe till like 5 or 7, Alexis, but you got to win by 2.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, and let's make it to 5, but you got to win by 2 points. And Alexis gets the first crack. Jason G, take it away.
All right, let's see. We're gonna keep it simple at first, okay? So, Question 1 for Alexis: what was Jim's very first prank on Dwight?
The stapler and Jello.
The stapler and Jello is correct. That's a point.
I was like, oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna keep the scoreboard here for everybody. All right, 1-0 Alexis. All right, my turn.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, like, how are we going to keep tabs on this?
Yeah, I'll keep track. All
right. Okay, this one is a little bit specific. It's multiple choice.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and ask the question and see if you know it. If you don't know it, I'll give you the 4 choices. Sound fair?
Sounds good.
Okay. What does Meredith drive?
Oh, specifically, it's a minivan, but I don't know if that's specific enough for the answer. Is it like a
what color is the van? If you can tell me the color.
A blue minivan, dark blue minivan, right? It's no.
It's not.
Oh, it's red. It's either blue or red. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't say that because Alexis could steal. All right. So is that officially wrong for me, Jason?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Alexis can steal.
I don't think it's a minivan. I think it's like a full-sized van, and the color is like brown or gold or something like that. Is my guess. I can't remember.
She got closer to it. The correct answer is actually a brown Ford Aerostar minivan.
Oh, it is a minivan. Okay.
So nobody gets that one then.
We'll make that
We're both half right.
All right. So okay, 1-0. Now it's Alexa's question.
Okay. And I'm going to switch over to the other round here because all these are set up in rounds when I was hosting trivia. True or false?
Shagger on the back twitching.
Meredith was flashed by a pervert in season 3.
False. It was Phyllis.
It was Phyllis. Yes.
Oh, damn. Oh man, 2-0. All right. Okay.
All right, here. I got to get you on the board, man. So
All right,
let's
thank you.
go ahead and get you here. Finish this quote.
Okay.
I'm not superstitious. I'm
Super cautious.
Oh my God. Alexis, go for that extra point. What is it?
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
A
Michael
little
Scott.
stitious. Yes.
Oh my God, 3-0. I'm getting slaughtered over here.
So, yeah, what's the goal? 5 or 7? What did we agree on?
What
We
did
can
we?
do 7 if you'd rather.
All right, 7 gives me a little bit of a fighting chance. 7, but you got to
Okay.
win by 2. But she's already up
Okay.
3-0. All right, Alexa.
Let's see here. Whoops. Wrong button. Come on, work with me here. There you go. Which 3 office members attempted parkour?
Michael, Dwight, and Andy, I think.
Michael, Dwight, and Andy. I feel like we should just end this now.
It's 4. I think we can make it 70, and she's still going to beat me. But let's see. All right.
Probably. Okay.
Right now we're at 4-0.
All right. Let's see here.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Who played D'Angelo Vickers?
Who played D'Angelo Vickers?
Yep.
You got to get this one. Come on.
Jim Carrey.
It was not Jim Carrey.
It was one of those.
Although-
It was one of that stunt casting from like one of those later seasons, right? He was one of the guys that was interviewing for Mike's job.
Yes, Jim did make an appearance, but that was not D'Angelo.
Okay.
Angelo. All
All right, Alexis, take this one.
Who was D'Angelo Vickers?
Will Ferrell.
Will fucking Ferrell.
All right, I might need to rewatch this series one more time.
When's the last time you watched it?
I usually rewatch The Office every 4 to 5 years, and I think the last time I watched it all the way through was at the beginning of the pandemic, but I skipped a lot of stuff, especially anything Andy related.
Okay. Yeah, I heard there was just recently somebody else was saying like Andy was the worst. I think it was you guys.
Yeah, I was saying
Yeah.
I think Andy was a character that they just didn't know what to do with this from season to season, and they would just completely change his entire like inner drive to like something different like every season towards the end. I don't know if Alexis agrees with me.
Yeah, I don't like Andy either.
Okay, all right.
And I
I don't
agree
like-
with that.
I don't like getting my ass kicked either, but it's 5-0. So we'll. All right. I'm gonna take it like a man. All right.
To be fair, I just rewatched it like a month ago.
Ah,
All right,
okay.
All right. It's Alexis' turn.
All right. Okay, here we are. What company did Ryan create to send messages to all of your devices at once? And here's the thing. You have to give me the answer and give me the correct spelling in order to get this one.
I know it's like woof.com, but how do you spell it? Let me think for a second. I think it's WHUPF. Is that right?
Do that one more time.
WHUPF. No.
You're so close. It's actually W.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's
What?
WPH.com.
He
WPH.com.
gets a chance to steal.
That's true. You still didn't steal it.
No! Because it's like Western University something, right? WHUPH.com or something.
WUPHF was
Ah!
Something
So you-
university. Like, what is it? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Although
It's-
I think Wolf was an idea that was ahead of its time because that's basically now, right?
Yeah. So Ryan was on to something then.
All right, that's my
Okay.
turn. My turn. I can go on a streak here.
All right, here we go. No, I won't do that one. We'll do this one. Who locked Pam and Jim's daughter, Cece, in the car?
Pam's mom.
Graham's mom, he's on the board. He finally got one.
And she
I
also
didn't even know that one, so.
she hooked
feel
up
like
with
I've
Michael
heard
too at the right too.
Yeah. I think it was at the wedding, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
even. I would have got that one wrong. So
I'm on the board.
good job. I don't remember.
Let's see. I may not say this correctly, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take a shot. Hidetoshi Hasagawa works in the warehouse. What was his old profession?
Is it my turn?
I believe so. Yes. Right? Isn't it?
Yeah,
I
because
think so.
she got Wolf and wrong, and then I tried to steal. I couldn't do it, and then I got my answer correctly. So now it's Alexis. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Okay. He was a heart surgeon, right?
Yes, he was.
Damn it! I knew that one. Damn it! And he killed the Yakuza boss, right, or something like
Yeah.
that. And messed up the
Yeah.
surgery. Yeah. I
It
knew
was not an accident.
All right, it's 6-1 game point. If I miss this one and Alexis get it, she wins. I need to get this one to stay in the
You
ball
got this.
game. All right.
Okay. True or false? The password to reopen the Dunder Mifflin system after a crash is big boobs with a Z.
I know it's something like that. I'm gonna say true.
It is 100% true. That's two
All right.
for you.
Whew. Whew. All right, she can still win if she gets this one
All
right.
right.
so-
Give me a hard one, so maybe I'll get it wrong.
Yeah, make the last one a hard one here, Jace.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay. All right, let me see what I can
Take some pity on your boy.
put together here. You'll have to forgive me. It's like 50 questions that I personally put together. So, okay. This might be okay. Jim thought Michael was eating ice cream for breakfast. What was he really eating?
Mayonnaise with black olives.
Mayonnaise with black olives. Alexis for the win.
Oh, Alexis is the office trivia champion, proving herself superior to me in both intellect and pop culture knowledge. I bow down to you, Alexis, and your superior office knowledge.
Thank you.
Didn't you challenge her?
Congratulations.
That's what I said. I'm just kidding. Why did I challenge her? Because when we were talking about this, I was like, when we were talking about office trivia, the first person that came to mind was Alexis, because I know she's a huge fan of the show, and because she literally, I don't know if she's still promoting this channel, but she literally has a song where she's singing all Office references to the beat of a Childish Gambino song. Which is dope as hell, and so I'm not going to challenge somebody that I think can't beat me. That's no point. That's the same reason Michael Jordan trash talked, and I trash talk too. Is like I want you angry. I want your best performance if you're going up against me, or else I feel like I didn't beat you at your best. I don't want to beat you on a bad day. I want to beat you on your best day.
Well, I think. How about you rewatch it and then we'll have another rematch?
No, I'm definitely going down for the rematch. I just have to
Have you heard of the Office Ladies podcast? Because I've been listening to that too.
No, is that cool?
Yeah, it's like Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey who play Pam and Angela. They go over every single episode and they talk about behind the scenes and what they did on the show, and it's a good listen.
I would definitely have to check it out. I feel like there's the guys who played there's one for The Sopranos too that's just like that. It's the guy who played Michael and one of the other guys, and they just go episode by episode and just talk about stuff. So we'll check it out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Alexis, thank you for joining us. We're gonna say goodbye. Obviously, at some point, we'd love to have you on, talk about other stuff that you're interested in. Thank you for being a part of this. We're gonna let you go, but miss you, love you. Hope everything's good with you. Take it easy.
Bye.
Peace. All right. And then there were 3. Thank you, Alexis, for beating me soundly. It was 7-2. All right. Okay. Kenny Jenkins is a self-proclaimed horror movie lover. And And well, he says he's pretty much either seen everything or at least seen the trailer to it, right, Kenny?
Sure.
So let's go ahead. And he said he was going to challenge me, or I said I wanted to challenge somebody to horror, and he stepped up to the plate. The one question we had in the chat about horror movies, let me make sure we had that one out there. How many days did it take to film the Blair Witch Project? I'm going to say, because if I don't know the answer, I always try to make a bit, but I'm going to say 37 in a row. So I'll just make that joke. But I have no idea. I have no idea.
I think the budget. I don't think they had a really big budget, so
no. Blair Witch Project had like a $10,000 budget or something
so
ridiculous.
I'm gonna go ahead and say 10,000. I'm gonna go ahead and say like 27 days. 27 days. I don't know the answer. Maybe Carlo will let us know.
Yeah, but by all means, give us the answer. But I think Kenny might be closer. It was something very simple, like 22 or 12 or something to that effect. But yes, let's begin.
All right, hold on. I think we had one other one here from Sanburia Pictures. I don't know. Carla Trujillo had put that on. And he has a question here that says, what's the Woods Bum's weapon of choice?
Well, that I have to answer because I played the Woods Bum in that Sanburia Pictures.
That sounded like a super inside question.
Woods Bum.
That is a super inside question. It's actually a knife tied at the neck of a banjo. So that's what that is. And quick plug for that. When you guys do have an opportunity, look up Sanburia Pictures on here on YouTube. You could watch The Woods Bum. I believe A Beautiful Credence is up there among a few other clips, and that's another one that I'm very privileged to collaborate with as well. So shout out to you, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, Sanburia Pictures, we will be following you on the YouTube. Absolutely. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for your question. Carlos says the answer was 8 days.
8 days.
Man.
And Enslaved by Vegetable, like my Clerks reference. Yeah, got to do it once in a while. All right. So, Hero Team Chem versus Big Chief Burrito, roommate versus roommate. Let's get it on, buddy. Jason, take it away. Same rules. We're going to go to 7 by 2, okay?
Wait, what are we doing?
The same as with Alexis, I guess. 7 points by 2.
All right. So we're going to start with
who's going first? I'm gonna let Kenny start this off as well. Okay.
All right. Here we go, Kenny. You get tired of that?
No.
All right. We're really going old school here. Okay.
Let's do it.
Universal Studios began introducing their infamous monsters with this film starring Lon Chaney. Look at that face. Holy shit.
I'm going to go guess on this one. Nosferatu?
No, but that was one of the first ones that I put in for multiple choice.
It was multiple choice. I didn't get that.
Well.
Oh. Mm-hmm. He froze.
Jason's internet. Let's see if he comes back. Let's see if he refreshes. Oh, there he is.
Back.
He's back.
You okay here?
And you're back.
Oh yeah, we lost you at that one. Okay, so was that multiple? Okay, so Ken's answer was Nosferatu. Is that go to me, or was that a multiple choice?
It wasn't. It's not a multiple choice. I just happen to have the 4 options in front.
You both frozen.
Uh-oh, now both of you froze.
Everybody froze for a second.
Yeah.
All right, let me make sure. All right.
But Big Chief, you have an option to steal. Or you have the opportunity to steal.
I'm gonna say Lon Chaney?
Yes.
Was that The Mummy?
No, it was not The Mummy.
Oh.
He said, "Oh."
Hey, well, that's how we're starting. No, Lon Chaney was actually the original Phantom of the Opera.
Oh shit! Oh,
dang.
Okay, I was a little too old for us. A little too old. All right.
All right. So
No
Not
points.
me, but go ahead.
All right. Now my turn here.
Okay.
Damn it! I could have stole that one.
Okay. Shit, I'm really not sure which way to go. Point. Okay, here's something for you. Since we're 100 years back is too far. Steven Spielberg named his famous shark after his lawyer.
Jaws?
What was his name?
Wait.
He named the mechanical shark after his lawyer.
He named the mechanical shark in Jaws after his lawyer. What was his lawyer's name?
Ooh.
Like his first name or last name?
First name, just first name basis.
Oh, okay. Joey.
Not Joey. No. Kenny, what do you got?
I have no idea.
No?
Yes.
Yeah, take a shot in the dark. You never know.
Okay. Spot.
A lawyer named Spot.
Hey,
No.
you never know.
No, Bruce, because he always felt his
Bruce.
lawyer Bruce was a shark of a lawyer.
Okay.
So that's how that came to be. All right, we're
All right.
gonna go. I'm going a different round because that one is
Fubar.
not working out there. All right. See who do we have here? We got Kenny coming up.
Yeah, Kenny's up.
What year was the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre released?
$19. $1980. 80. 1982.
82?
Yeah.
Negative. Not 82.
I'm gonna go 1975.
Damn, I knew it was probably over.
No, but you were the closest. It was 1974.
Oh, I was gonna say 1974. I was like, I was like too far back. All right, my turn. We're 0 for 0, Kenny. Come on.
I know it was in the 70s. I was just tricking myself out. I need to go with my first guess.
Right. I tell you what. Like if I come across another question like that, let's give the point to whoever is closest to that year for the release date.
That's fine.
You know.
Hit me.
Scream Queen Jamie Lee Curtis is the daughter of what actress?
Why did I smoke so much weed? Why did I smoke so much weed before this? That's we either gotta do the trivia segment next time at the beginning of the show, or I can't smoke as much because I know this, but I can't.
Too.
But I can't. Jamie Lee
You're
Curtis.
not the type of questions I know. Like
Okay.
lore. If you give me monster lore, any monster, I got it. But
Really, I gave you Phantom of the Opera, and you just.
But that was a date or something.
No, that was the original monster. Kenny, this is my time.
Shut up,
Shit. Jamie Lee Curtis is whose daughter? She is the daughter of. I don't know. I think she's not Francis Ford Coppola's daughter. That's Sofia Coppola. She is. I don't know this one, Jason. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm gonna say Raul Julia. I'm gonna say. Oh wait! It's Tony Curtis.
Is that your guess?
That's my guess?
No.
Oh shit! I was like, figure Jamie Lee Curtis, Tony Curtis. Sorry, all right, I messed up.
It's like now the thing is like you're on the right track, but I believe my question was daughter of what actress?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I did the patriarchy thing. Sorry, my bad.
No, it's all right. It's like, but I saw that light bulb go off. It's just like,
I was like, wait.
What about you, Ken?
Tony Curtis is her dad, though, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right, Kenny.
I have no idea who her mom is.
No.
All right, 0-0, still going. Kenny's turn.
Infamous screamer Janet Leigh, more
Janet Leigh,
specifically
from
the
fucking
actress from
Psycho.
So
Damn.
I know
All
this. All right. Come on, Lou.
okay. Wait, who's up? Kenny's up, right? Yeah. All right. Jason Voorhees' first and only mask was the hockey mask. True or false?
False.
False is correct.
He
Kenny's
wore
on the board.
that little paper mache bag or whatever that
Yeah,
was.
the rice bag over his head. Yeah,
And
exactly.
my laptop.
That was the first one. All right. Kenny's on the board.
Kenny's on the board. 1-0. My question.
All right. Now we're getting into some stuff that is a little bit more modern and a lot more popular. So we should be getting points at this point. Yeah, and since you guys are high as hell, this is probably for the best. All right.
We big chiefin'.
What horror movie has the tagline, "They're here"?
Is it my turn?
No, it's my turn. You just got one right. Not Exorcist. With the TV and the little girl. Is that that's not is that Amityville Horror?
It's not Amityville Horror.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist is correct.
Charge my laptop.
All right, Poltergeist. Damn it. Kenny steals it and he gets the next question. Fuck.
Tim Curry took lead in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Who did he play?
The fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Lou's waiting. He's waiting with confidence now.
No. I'm so far. I know all this stuff, but I don't know it.
Damn. How do I, as a
At this
theater
point, we're just
guy,
educating
how do
our
I not
listeners
know
right now.
this fucking question? My theater friends are gonna be mad at me.
Come on, man. We're waiting with
I don't got
anticipation.
it. I don't got it. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue, but
Oh, look at Carla. Are you passing?
Are you
I
passing, Ken?
am. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Oh God, Carla, she's internally screaming right now. I'm internally high, and it's like his name. His name is it like fuck? Is his name like the? Is it like the? Like the? I have no fucking clue. Jason, what's the answer?
Dr. Frankenfurter.
Oh, fucking Dr. Frankenfurter.
Kenny's face is so fucking upset.
I was like, I knew it was something like
As soon as he
weird. Like, yeah, I'm internally screaming the answer. Sorry, Carla. Sorry to maybe. We'll have her be one of the contestants last time.
Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, who's up?
I believe that was Kenny's question, and then I biffed it, so it's my turn.
Okay.
Olivia wants us to give hints. All right, we may need a little bit of assistance from Jason on the next one if we keep sucking.
No assistance on Lou's turn.
We're running over here. Yeah, we'll skip the hint for this, but we're testing waters here. I thought these were givens, since you guys happen to be horror experts and such. But
and this is also a test run because I kind of want us to not all the time, obviously, because I know you're doing your thing, but once in a while, do something like this and have actual, prizes. I got people that want to sponsor the stream and stuff, so we'll be able to give shit away at some point. It'll be fun just to kick back.
All right, so I tell you what we'll do since I
suck.
Well, no, I was gonna say since Olivia is so fucking insistent.
Okay, guys.
So
I'm still here. I just gotta plug my laptop in.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll have the hint as an option. So I'll go ahead and ask the question, give you guys a few seconds, and if you want the hint, you can ask for the hint. So not on this upcoming question, but from that point on,
All right.
we'll
Got it.
include that.
Because it's been Kenny, me. So this is me, and then the next round would start Kenny again, and then we can make that change, right?
Right, exactly.
All right.
Yeah, and I guess some of our listeners would like the assistance with that as well.
And I appreciate the restraint of people in the chat not putting the answer.
Absolutely,
I appreciate
all of you there.
I'm actually going to get out of the comment section here so that I'm not tempted to look in case somebody does troll us.
Good man. Okay. So we say Kenny's coming back.
Kenny's coming back, but it's my question right now, so you can ask it of me, right?
Right.
Or since Kenny's not there, can you hear us? I was going to say we could just cheat and say I got one right, but let's not do that. Let's not. I'm a gray area guy. I immediately go to that place. Sorry.
I heard my name.
Don't worry about it. They're asking my question. All right, go ahead. My question turn. Take it, Jason.
All right. True or false for you? The Evil Dead, starring Bruce Campbell, spawned a 90s comedy horror titled Army of Darkness.
True.
True. 100% true. Yes. One of the all-time greats too.
I was overthinking because I was like, I wanted to make sure it wasn't like as simple in my head like as I knew it. All right, cool. Just a reminder, as Kenny gets back with us in a second. Olivia says that's what she meant in terms of giving hints as an option. Thank you, Olivia. All right. Want to remind everybody we are hanging out with.
Excuse me.
Official J-Song.
I just accept it for what it is. Yeah.
I don't know. I love that.
I mean, it kind of works with the living that I have.
It works. It works. Don't change it, man. You're already branded. It's funny. We were interviewing one of my Merrick MacArthur, and I don't know if you were ever like listen to like the Howard Stern show, but they're Eric. They used to have this guy Eric the actor, and Merrick's email is Merrick the actor. And then it's like one letter away from Eric the actor. So every time I talk to him, I just get like this little giggle because I remember this character from the show. So I just thought about it. But we are here with Jason. That's his information to follow his cosplay. Also go to jason.g.cosplay. You are watching the 2 a.m. Burrito Fireside Chats with Big Chief Burrito, and we are waiting for Hero Team Chem to come back because it is time for his question. But when you guys do trivia normally, Jason, is it kind of like one of those where everybody gets a set of questions and they answer it, bring it back to you? Is it like how do you usually run it when you're doing it like in a bar setting? Because you also have to control the animals too.
Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit different right now because we're doing the whole social distancing thing and all that. So I've recently started to adopt Kahoot with the app Kahoot, and I provide the questions and visual aids. And people can select on their phone. So we allow one device per table or per team to use the phone, and they can click on which one that they want to use. And we find out who gets the correct answer instantly. And at the end of each round, depending on how fast they answered, we get a certain amount of points. So we immediately find out who's third, second, and first. So I can take those numbers down. We take 10 minutes, and then we go on to the next one. And it's really organized and smooth. But the last time we ended up doing the app, there was a lot of technical errors, and we actually had to cut it short. So this past week, I adopted it, doing it the old-fashioned way with pen and paper. But we still needed to practice some safety. So I sanitized the pens, everybody got their sheets, and they filled it out as they went. And I had a total of 10 teams that night, so it wasn't too terrible. And by the time that we were finished with each round, we had people take a picture, a nice clear picture of their sheet, and text it to the work line or the karaoke request line that I currently have, and that was me receiving the information. So I was able to go through it really quick, give them the answers, and show little video clips for certain answers, just to make it a little extra fun, and then we move on to the next one after that. So we always try to have something that's that's efficient and organized. I haven't decided on what we're going to do for this upcoming Thursday, but I can tell you that it's going to be this theme. So what we're doing right now is the theme that we're going to be hosting Thursday at 7 at Tin Roof San Diego.
So Thursday, 7 p.m., Tin Roof San Diego, and you guys are limiting the seating, etc. And it's a pretty big venue, right? It's a nice size space.
Yes, it's a very large space. So like even I mean,
it's a venue. Like people go perform there. It's not necessarily it's not like a bar where they do trivia. This is a venue with a very large structure. It's almost like a quarter of a city block, I guess, that has enough space to do this, right?
Yeah, and like even if we were to be at capacity on some level, we technically could still keep things running because every table is set up for that purpose of social distancing. So it's either 6 feet or more that's the distance between each table. So everybody is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
All right. So if you guys are feeling brave out there, some people do. It all depends on your own personal choice and like who you have at your home and stuff and how you gotta live your life. Everybody has to make their own personal decisions. Don't shit on people because they want to be super cautious. Don't shit on people that want to be super crazy. It's your own personal choice. Obviously, what you do affects other people. Obviously, that's what free will is all about. But if you're brave, you want to get out there, you want to do a little trivia, have a couple of brews, hang out with the homie Jason, Tin Roof this Thursday, 7 p.m. You know, tell Big Cheap Burrito sent you.
Jason is awesome, y'all.
Jason's a fucking beast, man. I was like, when I was like, he was on the list. I was like, yeah. When I started doing the stream, I was like, all right, at these people, I know I'm going to have eventually at some point. I need to talk to them. And then, you know, COVID and all this shit. So I thought it was an interesting take to see somebody that's, you know, part of this event-driven sort of karaoke people gathering industry that's been affected by all this shit. So, man, you know, again, even though we're still in the middle of it, you know, thanks for coming on and I appreciate it. And I hope that this shit gets all resolved so we can go out and do some fucking karaoke together again.
Please.
Yes. Thank you again for having me, man. This has been fun.
Yeah. Coming to the stage. What's that? Is that some fucking is that some violent femmes I hear? Lou Martinez coming to the stage. I gotta bust out the chops, Jason. It's gotta happen soon. All right. Back to the trivia. And I do the thing that Jason hates, which is like I grab the microphone by like the top of it like this, and I know he doesn't like that, but I'm like, it feels good to do it that way, though. It's just like you're just like all up in it.
Yes, but what you're doing is you're blocking the airwaves of the entire microphone, and it sounds like shit.
It feels cool.
I don't give a fuck what it does. Just like for those that do that, just try it. Just like try it when you hold the mic instead of doing this. Like keep that open. You can hold it every which way, like get like whatever, but just try that. Like you'll feel the difference. You'll hear the difference when your song goes through.
I don't know. Nobody Photoshop into something else. All right. All right. We're in the middle of this horror competition. I finally got on the board. And now we're going back to Kenny. This is the start of a new round. And we're going to 7. It's 2-1. Kenny's in the lead. And starting this round, he's not going to give us a hint right away, but if we're stalling, he can give us a hint to try to keep it pushing if we ask for one, which is obviously the least manly way to play this game. But I'm not going to. I
think it was for Olivia's sake.
I'm just kidding. All right. So next question's on Kenny. Take it away, Jason.
All right, man. Ghostface was created by what iconic director?
Directors. I don't know. I don't know directors. Well, hold on. Let me not give up. Screen.
Keep in mind, you still got that hint option.
Dimension Films, right?
Kenny's playing the movie back in his head. No pressure, but I think I got this one, Kenny. If you messed this one up, I'm just saying. I might know this one. See, like the trash.
We get a
The
hint,
thing-
right?
Yeah, the thing is if I give a hint, it can either confirm or deny his
That's
answer
true.
too.
But he can still ask for it though, right?
No. Actually, that like this would be the one hint. I could repeat the hint, but I think it's best if we just stick with one.
No, if I skip the hint, he can ask for the hint.
Right. Yeah.
Well, he's gonna ask for it regardless. Might as well give it to me.
Okay, that's fair. That's a good point. This iconic director also created infamous 80s slasher Freddy Krueger.
Wes Craven.
Wes Craven is correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, he is. What you were going to answer?
Yeah, of course.
It all comes to me now. Wes Craven,
Craven.
Dimension Films, The Blue, blah blah blah.
See, I knew
Dimension,
I was like,
New Line
he's
Cinema,
playing.
all that.
I didn't need a hint. I didn't need a hint for that one. All right, all right. My turn. Kenny's up 3-1.
Okay. Yep, there it is officially. In The Lost Boys, a family moves to California only to be welcomed by vampires. What city did they move to?
Santa Monica. No.
Final answer? I guess it would have to be. Since he-
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Santa Monica, and I didn't say
Yeah.
anything else. I answered it. My bad. Fuck.
Okay.
I should ask for a fucking hint.
Santa Carla.
Santa Carla is correct. Yes. It's like, but I
One
can
of my
see
favorite
where you.
movies.
Yeah, a real vampire movie right there.
Oh God.
But I know the confusion though, because Santa Monica's got the whole thing with the pier, and in the film you have the pier there. But Santa Cruz has the same setup, and that was actually the film location over in Santa Cruz with the
Santa
roller
Cruz.
coaster stuff.
Santa Carla.
The fictional city of Santa Carla is Santa Cruz in real
Got
life.
Like us.
All right. All right. Now it's Kenny's turn, right? Because he stole that one.
Okay, I'm torn. Kenny, you pick number 1 or number 2.
Number 1.
All right. What is the name of the child Chucky was obsessed with in Child's Play?
It's one of those names that sound like another name, so you might not. You better say the right one.
I'm gonna get a
No.
a
I
sound
don't
effect. No. I'm just gonna get a sound effect ready just in case this doesn't go well.
Come here, Andy. Andy.
Andy?
Yeah.
Andy is correct. Yes. That's another one. Put him on the board.
The other one would my other guess would have to be Danny. It was either Andy or Danny.
Yeah, I can see the closenesses of that.
Oh, I was like, what's this happening to my screen?
It's just like, yeah, I got real confused really fast.
Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
I'm gonna let the meme do the talking for me. All right.
What do we have? 5 and 1. Okay, we got to get you something, man.
All right.
Time for me to steal.
What round was I on here? Let's switch to go to the other section here.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, Lou, this will get you on the board.
All right.
What is Pennywise's signature item?
Red balloon.
Red balloon is correct.
All
All
right.
right. We finally got the second point.
All right.
It's an easy one.
All right. Hey.
We all float down here.
There we go. We all float.
We all float down here.
Sorry, I was gonna let the meme do the talking for me on that one.
Like, I'll be honest, man. When I saw the caption and the guy, but I kept hearing voices, I thought suddenly we actually had a legit commercial break about something.
Yeah. I didn't know what happened. Like, oh, yeah.
No, I've been actually having fun with because this is like a new setup for me. So like I have the 2 monitors and I have the option of like sharing stuff. So I was able to share pictures and videos and stuff without having to like load them into StreamYard. So, and I have the 2 lazy ass dogs sleeping behind me this whole time, just curled up, just chilling. He's just back here chilling.
Gotta get you a separate dog cam.
Yeah, I was thinking like I could probably post up a little fucking
have one in the corner,
a little dog cam. All right, we are at 5-1. I just got on the board, down by 3. We're going to 7 by 2. So I think it's back to Kenny now, right?
I'm almost positive, and anybody who's watching, confirm this with me. Is it 5-1, or did he just get?
No, 5-2. 5-2. Sorry, 5-2. 5-2.
Okay, I was just like, wait, like I'm almost positive. Yeah, okay.
5-2. 5-2.
All right, good.
That's the
All right. Yeah, that's the bet.
All right, so yeah,
Jason
so we got
had a virtual high.
So we got Kenny here. Who was the the one correct answer here. Who starred in the 1986 remake of The Fly?
Ooh. You said 1986?
1986.
That dude, I don't want to say what other movie he was in because that would help Lou.
This hint would be very interesting if you take it.
I got the guy's face. I know what other movies he's been in.
Need a time limit on some of this, boss here.
Go ahead, give me the hint since Lou's over here complaining like a bitch.
All right, I've never done this publicly, so this is going to be interesting. It's like what you find with stem cells. It's like, look at him. He's already twitching. Should I stop? Should you just tell me?
Yeah, stop. I know what you're doing already. I know the movie. Go ahead, Lou. Take it from me.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jurassic Park, like a whole bunch of shit.
All right, 5 on 3. 5 on 3. What the hell say? Don't call it a comeback. All right,
I mean,
turn.
that was the first movie that ever made me cry.
Life.
Jurassic Park.
The Fly.
Oh,
the Fly.
Yeah, that version. I moved that one.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it because you were young, or was it story?
I was very young, but I had seen a whole bunch of sad stuff before then. But when I saw that dog creature thing get put out of its memory, I just, as a little boy.
And I noticed something in the chat here. I don't know if you want to share that really quick.
Well, hold on a second. What did he say? Come on, man.
And
I know.
Joe Biden's voice.
I know. Jeff Goldblum.
He's
From
like,
now on, I will never forget his name. So
Life
today.
finds a way.
Finds a way.
All right, I stole one, and it's now my turn. It's 5-3. Horror challenge. Halloween's coming up.
Sen Burpee is coming in. He goes like, "That's one big pile of shit."
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Looking kind of nervous over there, Lou.
I am absolutely nervous. I don't want to go for 2 on my first trivia night.
From the Saw series, but true or false, by the way.
Okay.
From the Saw series, Jigsaw's real name is Cosmo Kramer.
What? Jigsaw's real name is Cosmo Kramer?
Mm-hmm. True or false?
True or false? Man, like, I almost want to say that it's true because that would be like a super fucking Easter egg there, super obvious Easter egg. Did they even tell me what his name was? He was the guy.
They did. They
Mhm.
did.
They tell me there. All right, give me the hint, Jason.
Oof. I don't know if I can give a hint for this.
Is there built-in hint? Now you're giving me no hints?
It's just like, well, I mean, you have two. Like, I'm
all right,
giving
it's
you,
true. It's true or false.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
50.
true or false.
It's a
It's hard.
50-50.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so even with this, like Kenny can't even steal. So like,
yeah. Well, yeah, he can't even steal it. Yeah, because it's only one question, right?
Just don't reveal if he's right when he answers,
mhm.
or
Well, no,
whatever.
because if I say true and it's true, like you automatically would know what the answer would be depending on my answer, right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that it is true.
It's false.
Oh, I thought there was
It's
like a double
got
reverse.
Kramer in it, right?
It's
It-
either,
But
yeah.
it's not Cosmo or whatever you said,
No,
right?
his name is John Kramer. And
John Kramer.
Why did I say?
knew it was
Why did I say true
I
to
knew
that?
it wasn't Cosmo.
Oh my, this
So
dumb.
it's a trick question. Do I get that
Yeah.
point automatically?
No,
I
you
don't.
don't.
No.
You
That's
should
one
have
of those.
get.
No
things.
point.
No.
No
Oh, the
point
way
there.
that's why I mentioned it. The way I could have got a point if we would have just stayed silent. He gave his answer, then I gave his answer. Whoever said the right one.
Oh, okay, like a true or
'Cause
false,
I was-
being like
I
a
was
toss,
going to-
like a
I was
toss,
going to
like
say
a toss.
false because it's not.
No,
Cosmo.
I mean, obviously I know who Cosmo Kramer is, but then I'm like, man, if I was writing the Saw franchise, and then they were like, what should his name be? I would have been like, yeah, let's call him Cosmo Kramer, and just like say it super seriously, and that's just like an inside joke. But
I think
obviously,
it's a point,
God.
but that's just
no point for you. All right.
Yeah, he finally got it. That's your Cosmo Kramer, Michael Richards, and Seinfeld there.
5-3, and this is going back to Kenny.
All right. Let's see. Let's
Flip a
choose
coin
cautiously
option.
here. I kind of want to give him another director question.
Phew,
motherfucker.
do it.
You're in the lead. What do you care?
But
Give him
this
a true-
was the hungry game.
Well, you can give him a
competitive
true or
one
false
that I
one.
really want to beat just to.
You can get a. You can do the whatchamacallit. You can give him a true or false one, something that I can't steal, since you got me one.
Yeah.
Or you can just give him a director question.
I'm gonna have to give him the director question.
Give him a director question. All right.
All right. This one should be a given, actually.
Okay.
So, Captain Spaulding is a 21st century favorite created by what writer and director? And if you need the hint, I will give you the visual aid.
Sounds like something Lou would talk about all the time. Captain Spaulding. Go ahead, give me that visual, because, like I said, director doesn't matter what genre, even anime.
There's your visual.
Ooh. Can you repeat the question one more time?
Yeah. Captain Spaulding is a 21st century favorite created by what writer and director?
I know the movie. I know the movie name.
Mm-hmm.
See, I know this, but I'm so high right now. I don't know this, so I'm hoping Kenny gets it, so I don't
Wait.
have to answer it.
Ooh, it's on the tip of my tongue now. At first it was nowhere, but now it's on the tip. Go ahead. Lou.
Go ahead.
Are you passing? Rob Zombie?
Yeah,
Rob Zombie. Yes.
All
I
right.
knew it.
I didn't have it until like 2 seconds
Got it.
ago. I had to start singing "More Human Than Human," and I was like, in my head, I'm like, what am Rob Zombie? I know that friggin' Enslaved by Vestivals would have had a conniption if I didn't know that one, because we were talking about him not liking his films too much. You obviously like the character. You like his movies.
That was Rejects.
Are you
Who are you asking?
you, Jason?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I could tell things are have gotten interesting as time went on, but I feel that the public gives Rob a bad rep when it comes to his Halloween remakes. I thought they were fucking terrific. The whole comic book concept of House of a Thousand Corpses was refreshing, and then he flipped the script and made Devil's Rejects like a real life scary scenario. You know, so like he has, you could tell that he has his visions when it comes to the over the top cartoon type thing, but you can also tell that he can get for real when he wants to. You know,
it seems like so many people have bitten off of Devil's Rejects since it came out. You know, like he
absolutely
something. You know,
yeah.
I mean,
in a way,
they have. I mean, I like this Halloween remake myself. I had to give Dag, who played the young Michael Myers. Got to get him on a stream. I know. I smoked blunts with him, and he'd like doing music now. He's got a song that I love called all the song says is I fucking love blunts. I fucking love them. It's one of, you've heard it, right, Kenny? I've put it on for you.
Probably did.
I fucking love blunts. I fucking love them. And it's just it's a very catchy tune. Anyway, but I feel sometimes his filmmaking aesthetics gets in the way of the story sometimes. Like I think he prioritizes like style a little bit sometimes, which is cool. That's my only complaint on him. I mean, you know, his movies are up and it's almost like you know, you can tell you're watching a Wes Anderson movie or something like that because specifically of how it's, you know, if you're going like this, like, oh, I'm watching a Wes Anderson movie, or if there's all these kind of crazy ass shit going on, this is a Rob Zombie movie. But people love it, man. It's fucking part of the new like, you know, super gory, super like aggressive horror genre out there. Meantime, it's now 5-4. I just stole, and it's my turn, so I could tie it up right now.
Okay. All right, let's. You know what? Sorry, Kenny. I'm going to give him a chance to tie it up.
All right.
You suck, Jason. You don't know this guy. You don't know this guy. You don't know what you're doing right now. Like, his ego is like already this big. It's going to go like this, and then it's gonna, every time I see him in the kitchen, it's like I want him.
All right, fine. We'll give
Jason, you're the impartial judge. Come on, man. Don't let yourself get. Do what you gotta do, Jason.
But he's right though. I have to remain impartial because if I give you this one, like it's
all right.
Like,
give me something decent. Come on.
Okay.
Like it took me 30 seconds to figure out who Rob Zombie was in my own head, so it's everything's hard right now.
Yeah. Okay. Then it's 1991. The Addams Family plays what game on Halloween night?
I want to say it's like bobbing for apples, but instead of apples, it's like some sort of like pig's heart or something. Can I get a hint on this one or no?
Yeah. You'll have to give me a moment. I didn't think of one in time because you answered so quickly. I thought that was going to be it. It's at the end of the film, and everybody goes outside. Yeah, that's the best way I can
For
say
some reason, I'm thinking it's like time to bob for. I'm going to say bobbing for apples.
It is not bobbing for apples, although I will say it is mentioned very briefly. But ultimately, that's not what they play. Kenny.
Was it some kind of form of chicken?
Well, that's kind of a vague question. Is that your answer here? Is your answer a vague form of chicken?
Like, I can't even answer that because that's just a second hint. If you need a repeat of the question or the hint, I'm willing to
give me
do
that
so.
question one more time.
In 1991, the Addams Family. In 1991's The Addams Family, what game do they play on Halloween night?
I don't even remember, so I'm actually going to guess on this one. Archery.
It is not archery. It's after a series of suggestions. I believe Cousin It goes, and Morticia confirms it and says, "Wake the Dead." So they play Wake the Dead.
Nice. All right.
You know what I'm realizing too?
What?
Like, oh, I probably shouldn't reveal that. I'll tell you when we're done here.
All right. All right. We're 5-4. We're rounding third here. Let's bring her home. It's my turn. Me and Kenny, 1 point apart here.
Is it your turn or was
Wait,
that
no.
my chance?
No.
to
Yeah, that was your chance to steal. Yeah, so it's back to you. We're at a new round. We're still 5-4.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. Brandon Lee starred in the first installment of the film series The Crow. Who did he play? And we're not looking for the obvious. We're actually looking for a name. Who did he play?
Ooh.
I'm gonna give Kenny the visual hint.
I know it. I know The Crow. I've seen it many times.
He played Luis Suarez, soccer player for Uruguay.
What's his name? Is his name Derek? Derek? No.
Derek is your answer?
This definitely wasn't Derek. Damn it. Go ahead and steal Lou. I haven't got this one.
I want to say Draven.
I'll give it to Lou. It was Eric Draven.
Man,
Eric Draven.
Something
Eric
like
Draven.
that. Eric.
And when the second you said Derek, in my head, I'm just like, you're so fucking close, man. Please, like, catch yourself.
Tie ball game, 5-5. My turn.
Okay. Let's see where we are. Okay.
Hold on a second. I want to do something real quick here.
Here
And
comes the
Lou
meme.
takes. Lou ties it up. Sorry, go ahead.
That works good.
All right, my turn. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, here we are. So that'll be good. What film has a group of college students slowly sacrifice to the gods of the underworld while organizers make bets?
What? Can you read it one more time?
What film has a group of college students slowly sacrifice to the gods of the underworld while organizers make bets?
All right. Can you give me a hint?
I can. I have a couple. I'm just trying to decide on which one to give you.
College students sacrifice making bets.
Okay. Here's one hint. Thor's in it.
Thor's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Thor as in, or is there's a character that is Thor in the movie?
I feel like I can't say anymore.
Oh, okay. Or okay.
You know what I mean? Because like I feel like that
Right.
should be the only thing that I can say.
Like when you were saying college students and then sacrifice, I thought you were almost going to say Salo or 100 Days, but that's just about a bunch of teenagers being tortured. And that's a movie nobody needs to watch. And if Thor's in it, I was going to say Adventures of Babysitting because that's my favorite Thor appearance. But I'm going to guess College Student Beatdown, aka the night Thor sacrificed a bunch of college students to the devils of the underground.
That is a phenomenal guess, but it's incorrect.
Oh, I went super specific with it. Sorry. All right, Kenny's chance to steal.
Sounds like this was like 2015 and up, right?
Oh, wait.
I can't confirm or deny.
No follow-up
Sounds
questions.
like it's a newer movie. I'm in the old school.
College students.
I don't got it, but the worst probably possible guess ever.
All right, hold on a second. Okay, guess. But if you don't guess, somebody on the chat wants to guess.
Okay. Oh, the wrong answer guess is the prom.
Okay. All right. Dizzy, do you want to answer? She says it's Cabin in the Woods.
It is Cabin in the
Woods. What? I saw that movie on my birthday. Like, I love that movie.
Dizzy Miss Lizzie coming in hot with the steal. All right.
Absolutely.
So now it's 5-5. Me and Kenny and Lizzie's got 1 point.
It's my birthday movie.
All right. And then Carla says, the puppers. Yeah, there he is. Baxter B. There he is. Where is he? All right. Baxter says hi, everybody. I guess that's a point for Dizzy and not a point for me or Kenny. Wait,
Yeah.
that was my question, right? Yeah,
Yes.
because Kenny was trying to steal. All right, Kenny's turn. We're still tied 5-5-1.
All right.
Well, not tied. Go to bed.
Let's see, where can we go from here? Blue jean baby queen.
Get away from them down director questions.
All right, let's try this. For your, and here's the thing. So this one does have some options. So if you want the hint, I will give you the 4 to choose from.
4 answers.
Multiple choice.
Yeah. So we're gonna see if you can answer it on your own. But if you want the hint, I'll give you the 4 possibilities.
Let's do it.
Which show is currently sitting with the highest rating in horror television?
It's a show, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me those options because I have a few in my head that it could be.
Okay. Supernatural, The Walking Dead, Stranger Things, American Horror Story.
You know what sucks about this? Because, in the promotions of the TV shows, they're like, you never can believe what they say when they say it every time. This is the number 1 of blah, blah, blah. So it's like, damn, do I believe it?
The next blockbuster. No, it's not.
The Walking Dead.
It is not The Walking Dead.
It was at one point.
It was at one point, yes.
What are the other 3?
You said currently, huh? Fuck.
Currently.
American Horror Story. What was the other 2?
Supernatural, Stranger Things.
Is this? Oh wait, did you say whether it was like international or American, or did you not say that?
That was not specified.
Okay, so what is the actual question?
Which show is currently sitting with the highest rating in horror TV?
Okay. Oh, see, I had written What We Do in the Shadows, and then it wasn't even one of the choices. Supernatural, Stranger Things, or American Horror Story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Highest rating horror score is gotta be Stranger Things.
It is Stranger Things.
Is it?
It really is. Yep.
Damn.
Everybody jumped on it, man.
Everybody's jumping on American Horror Story like right now, so it's like that would have been my second guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because of current, you saying currently, as in today, I would guess American Horror Story.
It's like, but like, even though I mean, like that could change like at any moment, you know.
Oh, 6-5. Lou takes the lead. And that was a steal, wasn't it? Was that a steal?
It was a steal.
No steal. Yeah. Okay, so it's 6-5. It's my question. So if I get this, I will be at 7 by 2 points. So this is game point question.
We know math, Lou. We know math.
So Jason, make it a tough one, right? Make the last question a tough one. It is 6-5. This could be a game-winning question for me here.
I'm gonna have to. Like, I have to go back to the original questions because
you gave him some easy ones earlier.
It's like,
I was winning.
We went through everything.
Yeah.
So now we have to go back to the initial.
Don't ask me anything about Ed Wood, though. I don't know anything about Ed Wood.
Okay, I don't think I have him lined up anyway.
All right.
Okay. Who was known as the master of suspense?
Alfred Hitchcock.
Damn, he did not miss a beat with that. Wow.
He knows directors. He's a director god.
But he's high as hell.
Doesn't mean anything.
I didn't say who directed Psycho.
But that's a common. That catchphrase is like common. Every Comic-Con, every freaking movie, every horror buff online talks about that. It says that.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Lou, are you open to a possibility of Ken redeeming himself and then going to sudden death?
All right, let me see what Enslaved by Vegetables question is. A question that won't count, but in the Universal horror film Frankenstein, who do they put as a monster in the credits? By the way, the answer is in the question. I'm just the right amount of high to be laughing at that. Enslaved by Vegetables. Thank you. Lizzie said that was an easy question. You know what? All right. Either it's set. Okay. Either we give Kenny a rebuttal, or if that question is deemed too easy because I am a director and that came to me really quickly, give me a. I will evacuate that point, and I will let Jason ask me another question from that list. But I will not be. But if I answer it, I'll take my time so I act like I don't know it.
Or you can hang on to it, and I can give Kenny just as simple of a question.
Okay, yeah, you can. Or what do you want, Kenny? You want me to re-ask the questions over Gwen, or do you want a rebuttal here with an easier question?
I don't mind. I'm not a sore loser like Lou is. So
well, I'm just all right. Jason, you're the impartial judge. Is it game over? Is that a legit question that I win?
Yeah. Let's ask him one, and then we'll go to sudden death.
All right. Well, I'm up by 2, so.
Okay. Keep in mind. Keep in mind, you also have a hint, and this hint is another multiple choice situation, although I don't think you're going to need it. The most imitated vampire in history comes from Bela Lugosi and this 1931 Universal classic.
Oh, 1931 Nosferatu. Wait, 1931? Why did you get that reaction? You're making 31?
Fuck, I was like, he gave an answer. I did not expect that answer. I'll give you a chance to back up. Like, I'll give you the chance to back up. I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
You said I had.
You have options. Like, do you want the hints?
Let me get the hints. 1931.
Okay.
Oh my God! Sorry, I'm smoking too. Shut the fuck up. I got it.
I'm not.
All right.
It's the date that threw me off. My bad.
I'm sorry. Okay. So your options are Lestat, Mikhail, Marius, Dracula. Give him the point. It's Dracula.
It was the date threw me off. I was just date Nosferatu.
Shenanigans.
I'm calling shenanigans on this whole procedure here.
You-
But I was going to say
got-
Count Dracula, not just Dracula.
Well, either way, would have
And
been
yet
correct.
you said Nosferatu.
You got Alfred.
If I would have just not went so fast with the answer, she
All
didn't
right,
answer too fast.
7-6. I have to get this question to win the game for the second time. Shoot it, Jason.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna fuck him up, man. Here we go.
All right.
Put these original 4 films in order of their release. I'm gonna read them off to you.
Go ahead.
The Invisible Man, Psycho, Night of the Living Dead, The Mummy. And just to confirm, we are not talking Tom Cruise or Brendan Fraser.
Fuck. I don't have no pencil over here.
Mummy, Psycho, Night of the Living Dead, and what was the other one?
The Invisible Man.
And we're not talking about the one from like last year, The Invisible Man, either, right?
Correct. We're talking the original title releases. I'm glad I saved this one. Yeah, this is it. Fucking sudden death right here, baby. Let's go. I gotta come up with all new questions now. Like I'm almost out. If this goes back and forth any longer, I'm gonna have to look up some new ones.
Wait, Psycho, Night of the Living Dead, The Invisible Man, and what was the fourth one?
The Mummy.
Oh,
All right. And there's no hint on this one because it's multiple choice, right?
It's not multiple choice. Like I gave you, you technically.
Oh
have
yeah.
the answer.
I have the answers in front of me. Just have to know the order, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me a second here.
I got my order.
All right. It is. Let me
This
see
is
if
good. Can we do this every Tuesday?
Yeah, trivia. I'm down for Tuesdays, dude.
Tuesday trivia, TT.
Yep.
But I usually schedule interviews on Tuesdays sometimes, so it'd probably have to be like second and third Tuesday of every month or something like that.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely down for Trivia Tuesday. All right, I'm gonna go in this order. All right,
Mhm.
The Mummy, The Invisible Man, Psycho, and Night of the Living Dead.
I can't fucking believe it. He got it right. Like that. That's the order it was. Those were released.
I knew Psycho was 50s. Night of the Living Dead is late 50s, early 60s, and then I was just having trouble with Mummy and Invisible Man, which one was in front. So I just had to make a choice.
Well, that's a second win for Lou. We're gonna have to wrap it up at that point, man.
Hey, Kenny, you've been a great competitor, but you have
I'm
not
phenomenal.
bested in me in horror. I will give you the option of challenge me at a future Trivia Tuesday, brother.
Let's do it, brother.
Thanks for joining
Thanks for having me.
Team Hero Ken. I'm going to wrap it up with Jason, but we're going to say back to Mr. Ken. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks.
Peace out, brother.
Good to see you, man.
Oh my God! Let's see what's going on.
That's hilarious.
Let's see. Yo. Let's see. Oh, did you, Lizzie? Okay, Lizzie pointed it, but I did not use that order number one, and I didn't put them in order. Lizzie, you're stream sniping me over here. We were trying to tell the chat not to give the answers in the question so that we wouldn't be tempted to watch. But
Wrong answer anyway.
Yo, Gun is here, Gunblade X, and I'm sure that's something that's relevant to you. Gunblade X6, let's go. Oh my God, I missed 3 hours of cosplay talk. You missed about an hour of cosplay talk. We talked karaoke too, Gunblade X6. But you can go watch the video on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and let me know what you thought. We're talking with Jason G, and we're talking cosplay. We're talking acting. We're talking life. Me and Sophia did 2 hours and 45 minutes last week on politics. Jason, you commented a couple of times on that. And we are now at 2 hours and 53 minutes talking cosplay and talk. So we are the new record holder for longest 2 a.m. burrito pod. If we can somehow make it 7 minutes, we can hit the 3-hour mark.
I got nothing to do today. You want to make it 3? Make it 3.
We are. All right, let me just catch up on some comments since we got a lot of interaction. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Let me just kind of double check everything here. We're talking with official Jay Song, and he is at official.
Can you tell us the right thing?
All right, sorry. Oh God, I'm sorry. Official Jason G. Official Jason G. You need to just make that last G and your middle J capital in when you put it. That way people can.
They won't let me.
They won't let you?
No, everything's got to stay lowercase. That's the.
All right. Well, it's official Jason G. We're talking to Jason G. It's official Jason G. To follow him, he does karaoke nights, trivia nights this Thursday in San Diego. If you're one of those people that's getting out there, socially distanced, they're doing trivia nights starting at 7 p.m. 10 is that 10 Roof downtown? It's done by 10. There's not a lot of traffic in and out of downtown these times. So shit, if you want to get out there, grab a corner table, do a little trivia, hang out with my man, official J-Song, Jason G, then please follow him. We did talk almost 3 hours of mostly karaoke, trivia, and cosplay, and you can follow him in all his jason.g.cosplay to see him do all kinds of sick ass shit. And yeah, that's basically what it is. And if you want to catch up and follow us, the VOD will be up on Twitch, twitch.tv/2am burrito. All our old movies, including ones with Jason in them, are on youtube.com/2am burrito. Give us a sub there. It's super hard to grow YouTube, so if you're on YouTube, give us a like. And we also stream live on Facebook. If you use that, make sure you follow us there. Basically, it's 2am burrito all over the place. So, Jason G,
yeah,
we've talked life, love, karaoke. Let's see. What up, Fat Boy? Is that for me or for you? Somebody named Sugi's. Are you who? I mean, we're both.
I don't know. I'm offended either way.
Fat. All right. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Zoogies.
Yeah.
Dizzy says sorry for commenting, but she saw me writing, so she figured it was okay. Hero Team Ken said he had a fun time. Thank you for being a not sore loser. Had to beat you twice.
You're a sore winner, though, aren't you?
I am. No, I'm just. Like I said, I like the trash. She says, "I saw you writing. I knew you weren't going to take my answer." Hey, all right, cool. That's and punchable face, you look like Shrek.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. You know, who has a baby as a profile picture?
Hey, man, Ziggy, thank you for the view, man. At least, I hope you're having a great time. Happy holidays to you, the whole thing. Kenny says he wasn't. All right. Got it. It's okay to get the views. Don't mind the trolls. Absolutely. Anyway, Jason, I mean, like I said, I do a cosplay character called Unskinny Pete. You gotta love who you are. Everybody's trying to get better. No big deal. So other than the karaoke and stuff like that, any acting stuff that you've done, have you kept up with it? Is that something that you kind of put to the side and stuff, or is that something that you still kind of have a passion about?
It was on hold for a while, but it's always on my mind. The last project that I actually did was with Senburbia Pictures, The Woods Bomb, and that was actually 2 years ago. Yeah, wow. So I haven't had a project in 2 years. Granted, I haven't auditioned for anything either. Big reason why is because I was starting to develop this actual karaoke running business in San Diego, because I took on 6 nights a week 1 year, to build the foundation over at Tin Roof and keep everything over at Werewolf. And then that started to expand with the other boys, and now we are where we are. Yeah, I would love to get back into it, because I know there's more of a knack for actors, especially who have like a particular image of sorts. It's like, and I know I'm not going to be casted as the love interest protagonist. I'm always going to be the bad guy, from what I can tell. I played the good guy once during a short, but I'm always the mean mugging, evil looking motherfucker. So it's just like, yeah, I'll take it. It's
I mean,
more fun that way anyway.
You can once the industry gets up and chugging, you can have a full career just doing like tough guy biker roles and shit like that, like
Yeah.
or cosplaying Genie. And are you planning anything special for Halloween? Are you gonna bust out a new character? Can we look forward to one of the classics? What's the next project?
Well, I'm reviving another classic. There are a couple in the works right now that I'm going to be debuting relatively soon. But as far as Halloween is concerned, it's a tricky situation. I was invited to have a shift at the roof, but I actually had personal prior engagements, so I'm just going to be kicking it at the house and snacking on the big bag of Costco candy, and just have horror flicks. Maybe have a couple of cocktails out in my patio in that beautiful full blue moon we got, and it's going to be a very.
Do you have a classic that you go to like for Halloween? Like I gotta always watch this movie.
Oof. No, not really. I mean, some things have become classics. Like if you're not into the in-depth horror, like Hocus Pocus is kind of a big one. I don't give a shit. I love that movie. That one, Tim Burton's Nightmare, is always a hit. I'm usually down for whatever. Like it doesn't really matter to me. Like any of the I can't say any Halloween. Like I have very few specific Halloween films that I will watch Michael Myers wise. And that's the first one, the sequel, Rob Zombie's Touch, and the 2018, which was a phenomenal follow-up. I don't know if anybody ever got to see it, but I thought that was done masterfully. And to my understanding, that concept is supposed to take place immediately after the first film. So it's like a separate timeline where you just ignore the 20 some odd Michael Myers flicks that we've had over the years, and it just says, okay, we're going to pick it up from here, and it's done beautifully. I thought, there's like there was some stuff that was minorly underwhelming, and I think it's because they were trying to stay true to the classic, which, as you evolve as a horror fan, the classics are always favorites, but they don't do the same thing that they used to when you watch it for the first time. But it's not a knock at it whatsoever. I'll take 70s and 80s over anything any day.
Where are you on the Psycho shot for shot remake?
That was so pointless. Because
it goes to your, if you're not going to adjust it or give your own spin on it, why remake it shot for shot? That sounds like a film school exercise to me.
That is more like a film school exercise, or even, do I dare say, like an Instagram post or a TikTok post where you recreate your favorite scene, and you're doing this whole thing where they're looking this way, they're looking this way, and this happens, and you got that timing right. I've seen like Joseph Gordon-Levitt do that with another film, just on a whim on Instagram at one point, and it's just like it was useless. It was kind of funny to see Vince Vaughn, kind of stretch his acting chops a little bit.
Yeah.
But aside from that, just no, it was unnecessary.
All right. One final question for you, Jason G. We've spoken 3 hours. We hit the 3 hour mark. We had trolls in the chat, which is the first time that's ever happened to me, which, probably a good thing in terms of the algorithm. It means we got out there on Twitch, people were watching. So I appreciate everybody that took a time to hang out with us. All right. The aliens come down. We got a space jam scenario here, but it is a karaoke cosplay version. All right. The entire fate of humanity is in your hands, Jason. You have to pick one, and you're in a global competition against some like high profile aliens. All right. And they're also going to be performing their own songs. I know it's kind of a very high scenario I've come up with here, but what is your costume? that you got to nail perfectly because you get points for costuming and It's a costume cosplay competition. It's a triple C. All right. The fate of Earth is on the table, and you get points for costume and for your singing and for your rendition of a karaoke song. So what costume are you wearing? What song are you singing? I'll let you think about that to a second while I'm reminding everybody that I've been talking with my friend, collaborator, karaoke host, trivia host at Tin Roof San Diego, Werewolf San Diego. Trivia this Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Follow him off official Jason G on Instagram. You can also follow his Instagram for cosplay at jason.g.cosplay. We've talked 3 hours. We did about an hour on karaoke. We did about an hour on cosplaying, and we've done about an hour on trivia. One of the most fun streams I've had. I'm Lou Martinez with Facebook.com/2amburrito. You can troll me at twitch.tv/2amburrito. You can see all our old movies, including the ones that Jason is on YouTube.com/2amburrito. And you can listen to this in audio only version when it comes out, usually about a week later. BigChiefBurrito.com for the podcast. Brother, what's your answer?
Well, I think my most impressive transformation would have to be Danny DeVito's Oswald Cobblepot, or the Penguin from Batman Returns, which, by the way, is my Christmas movie. During December, that's what I'm watching.
Okay, all right.
Song wise, because you mentioned song wise, yes.
Yeah. You gotta do a song and a cosplay. You're getting points for both.
Okay, so
what's the Penguin singing?
Sam Smith. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. Like I went a few different possibilities as to what would be fitting, but that's the most drastic thing to take place, because it did take place when I was hosting in 2018. I showed up all penguined out. I'm sweating bullets. It's I'm hunched over. My hands are gloved up, so like this is happening, and I have my mic in hand. I push play, and I'm just bitter and angry, and just the whole thing. I'm just like, it's hot as hell, and all this, and the piano kicks in, and it's a packed house, and that's when I was able to flip the script. Once I knew that my verse kicked in, suddenly it was, you and me, we made a vow. And I swear to God, the table at the corner was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life, because they're there like thinking like whatever, and then suddenly it turns into like, what the fuck just happened? Like one guy like checked his drink to see if it was drugged, to something drastic like that.
A double take. You always want to see a double take.
It was a double take scenario, but that's what I like to do. I like to keep people on their toes. So that would have to be my answer. It would show up, and in my A game, Batman Returns Penguin with Sam Smith. I'm not the only one.
All right, excellent. As I'm watching my dog move my pillow out of the way so he can get comfortable. You comfortable back there? There you go. You big galoot. Again, Jason, thank you very much for being here, man. It's been a long time to catch up in terms of this, so I felt like we were able to at least hang out for a while, which is cool.
Yeah, it felt great, man. Thanks again.
Again, this Thursday, Tin Roof San Diego, 7 p.m. for trivia night. I already gave Jason's information all over the place. If you joined us late, who said they were late here? Delissa said she's sorry I'm late. You can go back if you're watching on YouTube and just go back to the beginning of the stream, and you can catch up, and make sure that you give us a sub if you're watching via YouTube. And again, thank you everybody for watching. Big Chief Burrito, thank you for being here, and we are out.
See you guys soon.
Peace out, man.